What up, guys? How you doing? How's it going? I'll go like for 1 hour, 2 hours tops. But probably just an hour because I have to get a couple hours. Well, 5 6 hours to go to Seattle Farmers Market. How you doing? How's your day? How's your night going? How's life? How's your health? How's everything going? Hey, what's up, Lupe? How you doing? How's it going? Welcome to the live. So how's everybody? It was a decent day at DoorDash. I preach about like environments like around for Eastern Washington, DoorDash especially, it's not that popular. It's kind of like it's all right. I'm grateful, but it's steady. In Seattle, it's a lot busier.
How are you?
Hey, what's up? Just chilling. Just got back home from DoorDashing, so that's why.
That was my favorite part.
Huh?
How are you? How's your day?
Oh, it was good. It was hot, but it was good. It's good, but it was hot. It was just
It's hot in Seattle. Is it hot?
Well, Eastern Washington. I say Seattle behind the screen,
Nice
but
out there.
it's Eastern Washington. Yeah, it was about 80, 85 dry heat, so it was pretty hot. And DoorDash is cool
And
though.
how would work?
Work was good. It just respectfully, like I think Seattle spoils me because respectfully, Seattle's a bigger area. People have money for the most part, so DoorDash
I see
they
lately
take
you're
care of
leaving
you.
the hair messy. Your hair's so curly and so pretty. Why are you leaving it messy lately?
Oh, I'm lazy. I'm lazy with it, honestly. Like and plus I'm busy working, so me as a being respectful and say this like. I don't care. Like I just get up and do my thing. I don't dress up for nobody. If you look at me like I'm a bum or look crazy, like, I don't care. I'm just working, But when I have time and I try to
that's
take care of
why.
it. Yeah. So
I see
maybe.
when your hair looks really nice, and I'm like, he's just letting himself go. Like if you don't care no more.
Nah, I'm just lazy with it,
I never
honestly.
saw.
I'm just lazy with it,
You
honestly.
preach about self love, but you gotta love yourself too.
Oh, right, for sure, most definitely. That's like the physical part, for sure. You live in Washington? Yeah, Washington. Yeah, Seattle. Behind the screen for everybody else, I'll say Seattle, Washington. It's actually Yakima Valley, Eastern Washington, 3 hours east from Seattle. But if I say Yakima, I'm like, where's that at? Seattle? Oh, I know Seattle. Yeah, cool. Keep it simple, Seattle. Seattle's just 3 hours away. It's not that far. Which is my real home. An analogy metaphor, I say it's my heaven on earth. Eastern Washington, where I'm from, it's my hell on earth because beautiful boys and girls, I didn't say men and women. They're on a journey. They can say healing journey, but I'm like, yeah, you're religious, spiritual, but look at me. All you look at me, all you adults look at me. I'm the devil in your eyes. It hurt my feelings at all, trust. But in the west side, I attract the universe, especially the queens in the north side. They're in the healing journey. These conversations, my job once again, my tattoos, it's an attention getter. It's not validation from the universe, no. To get your attention, to test you. If you look at somebody, right? All these words in my body, right? And then you don't make a comment or ask a question. You won't ever spark a conversation. You will never know. Think is not knowing. Assume is not knowing. Judge is not knowing. Gossip is not knowing at all. You can say prison tattoos. It hurt my feelings. I'm like, respectfully. I hear that all the time. When I say this respectfully, if I was prison tattoos, typically for the most part, people find God, and when they get out, they become Bible thumpers. Nothing wrong, God, religion at all, but that's what they preach about, right? But the idea is that you live life as God best as possible. No one's perfect. We do our
This is the
flaws.
thing about me. I'm gonna say it like this.
Go for
I
it.
believe in God, but I don't believe in like pushing it upon people. I believe people, as Christians, as the body of Christ, we should have less judgmental on people and more compassion and learn how to communicate with each other. Because 99.9% of the church, there's a lot of them that still have a very old mentality that they don't realize how they affect others.
Right.
That's what I have noticed, and this is why I say it clearly. Have the same mercy that you would want
Mm-hmm.
on others. Show the same compassion that you would want upon yourself on others. Because there's a lot of them that do, but a lot of them don't. And I say it the same. My mom says the same thing. The same way you measure, you should be measured.
Facts.
People forget that.
Well, it's because you have, once again, if you're older, like 40 plus, and then younger wise, and what you call it, it's just the mentality wise. And me personally, I say you can judge me, like me personally, what I believe is like you can judge me, right? But hey, what's up, Golden? How you doing? Going? But when I say this, like judge me, which I tell people, judge people's communication. Now observe me and study me. And what do I talk about when my mouth opens? Do I have positive energy or negative energy? What do I talk about? That's why I say I'll be like, I look at you, right? But your looks to deceive me because when you speak, you know, I like prison tattoos. Like, well, you said it, but you thought about it, and we laugh about it. I don't get in my feelings about it. You have good energy. Like, oh yeah, I know I'm healed. I worked on myself, the healing journey. I'm blessed. I just tell stories now. I tell you all these tattoos to get your attention. Once again, it's not for validation at all. It's just like you can make a comment, ask question. You want to start conversation, but you don't have to. That is your choice, if you will. I respect your boundaries. What does that mean, bro?
Exactly.
Sorry. As far as from Lacey, awesome. Lacey, it's a nice area. I used to have buddies out there. I mean, me personally, once again, analogy metaphors. The west side, the best side, Seattle. I love it. For the most part, on the overall, right? And the south side, a little rough, like every good hood's out there. But that's why I preach about environments. Like, adapt to your environment best as possible. Eastern Washington, I live in the ghetto hoods, but I'm not in it. You can't miss me. People look at me, they probably think game beer, mafioso, hoodism. I don't do that lifestyle. I don't go to the bars, clubs, house parties. If I want to live long as possible, safe as possible, I don't go in the streets. I go in and out. In the suburbs, good areas, please. You'll see me everywhere. In Seattle North Side, I'm door dashing. I'm famous in Seattle in a positive manner because you're tattooed. They got tattoos. I got tattoos. Like, I love my tattoos, but I've never seen anybody with words. Like, I've seen passages, Bibles, Quran, but you have a lot of words on you. I'm like, yeah, positive, negative, whatever triggers you. But they ask me sometimes, why do you want to trigger people? Respect to test you in a positive manner or a negative manner. Like, if these petty words, and these are my scars healed, if they trigger you, how and why? And on top of that, I don't even know you. Respect, I'm a nobody to you. Hey, number one, how you doing? How's it going?
What up, all?
Hello, how you doing? How's it going?
How are you? Nice to meet you.
What going on?
Hello, how you doing?
Straight.
Awesome. But what you gonna call it? It's a spirit that recognizes the spirit 1,000. And that's it. Well, that for sure the spirit, and then energy. I preach about energy, like born and raised religious as Catholic, right? But spirituality for sure. And people would tell you can't be all this. Yo, I'm fucking I'm a transformer. I can be whatever I want to be. I don't care about with everybody, religious, spiritual, atheist. You got your beliefs, I got my beliefs. Especially when I preach to the fullest, which to the fullest, like the potential by your side as a partner. We claim we want love, right? Do you know what love is? Do you comprehend what love is? If you knew what it was, why respectfully when I say this, why does everybody, big word everybody, right? All preach about, or bitch about the person by your side. In the beginning, the Bible, in the beginning, the relationship was so good, cool. So in the beginning, love. So when did it become toxic love? When did the spark start ending? That's why I care about everybody. Like, yo, I was you. To forewarn you, you don't have to comprehend this, but it's the person by your side, just to let you know. You can be the most religious, spiritual, Buddhist, whatever you claim to be, whatever you believe is, right? And once again, religious talk. A lot of Ukrainians are more empathetic, loving, kind, compassionate, right? Us men people are narcissistic, raising correctly, we're more narcissistic wise, and we're a lot of females are mindful. A lot of kings, they people are narcissistic. We're unmindful. We don't know what this conversation is. We're not taught these conversations. So when I see energy, be like, yo, queen, you're positive. I'm my tattoo for a reason. You're a god. Respect me. He's a devil. Yeah. Money, power, and fame. Awesome. He's a hard worker, right? But he doesn't work hard in his relationship. Make that shit make sense. And God, respect religious talk. It triggers a lot of people. I'm going to get that in my body. If higher source can do it for you, God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual, your answers could do it for you. If that was factual, why did all your family suffering before you was even born? Till this fucking day. Why are you suffering? Respectfully. And I said, let me elaborate more. If higher source is not suffering, then why are you suffering? Higher source wants you to change, but will you change? Higher source wants you to leave, but will you leave? The trigger subject, the higher source wants you to stop being a zombie and addict to an addiction, but will you stop being a zombie and addict to an addiction? Respectfully. Shots fired, right? But that is your free one choice. I say the same all the time, black and white, because I speak black and white. I live black and white, right? Every day, bug down, we all have free one choice. What are you choosing? What are you doing? To be empathetic, the nice and natural, to be narcissistic, the bad boy, bad girl, fuck boy, fuck girl. A premeditated choice where you are not changing, you are choosing. Straight to the point. No years of therapy, counseling, religious, spiritual. What? You got free one choice. Today you could be a fuck boy, fuck girl. Tomorrow you could be a nice and nice girl. Until your triggers start happening. They fucked me over. Fuck the universe. Fuck everybody. I got destroyed. Now I'm about to destroy everybody. So, hey, I pray for the universe. Like, come a life. I was you. Don't be reckless, man. But that's why it's called triggers. When y'all driving, see this little tattoo? It's a stoplight. It's an analogy metaphor. Triggers. Whatever term you want to use. ADHD, BPD. I have all the tattoos for the most part on my body, right? I just use the term very simple, black and white. They're called triggers. What triggered your, your ADHD, BPD, whatever the fucking term you want to use? What triggers it? So red light, triggers, I'm bothered. Yellow light, I'm angered. Angry type of situation. Cool, triggers, pride and ego. Put that shit aside. Everyone's narcissist traits. Go outside, get some air. Cool the fuck down. Or stay there. And because pride and ego, and then you hit the fucking green light, hatred. Now the devil comes out of you. Whatever team you want to use. You will not ever hurt a fly. Now you hurt somebody emotionally, mentally, spiritually, verbally, physically, because you got triggered by what? Words, feelings, conversation, and truth. A premeditated choice. You get that's not true. So who put a gun in your head to hit somebody? Physically hit somebody? God? I doubt it very much. The devil? You can blame the devil. Hey, I told you should. I didn't put a gun to your head. You got free will and choice. Like I had free will and choice. What are you choosing? What are you doing? Love is not feelings, yet feelings, emotion to live without expectation. Taoism, facts on that, no for sure. And that's the thing with feelings, like okay, like love, right? So like my belief, what I say is right, like your heart feelings is like I said, this communication is called toxic love. Your mind is what? Love, comprehension. These two are fucking war with each other. Your mind says leave, your heart says no. I pray that he'll manifest that tomorrow, a year from now, they'll change their fucking ways, respectfully. How's that working out for you? When you meet the two with your heart, feelings, empathy, sympathy, you will always find your face. You will always sell yourself. You will sell. I say what I say. You will sell yourself a dream, and you will self-sabotage your life, not knowing, because no one taught you this conversation. Like you're like cosmetically the beautiful, money, power, and fame, but look how they treat you versus how they treat others. Do you believe that's love? And once again, higher, so yes, I was you, born as a Catholic. God can do it. Like that's factual. Yeah, I'm here for you. Once again, you don't have to comprehend anything I'm telling you. You can stay there. I won't let you drown. Put your hand out. Yes, higher source, cool, awesome. But no physical being to take your hand. I'll take your hand. I won't let you drown. Because it sucks to put your hand out and then you're like, what do I do? Hey, number one, welcome to life. How you doing? How's it going? And that's the shit for everybody. Because once again, everybody has their own beliefs. And that's a good life for the universe. Like, to tell stories. Like,
can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Welcome to live.
Ma'am, I just wanted to Guadapalu. What's your name, ma'am?
Oh, Guadalupe?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can't say that. I was gonna say, you still there, ma'am? Because he's been talking a bunch.
Right. Oh yeah, I'll be talking. Hey, Lupe, you there or no? She might potentially be on another live if she has two phones.
How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. Thank you, blessed. One more day above ground. How about you, Queen? How you doing?
I'm okay.
Awesome.
I'm alive.
One more day, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Are you from Washington?
Yeah. Eastern Washington, Yakima Valley. 3 hours away from Seattle itself. And you say you're at Lacey?
I'm from Germany, but yeah, I live here now.
Oh, okay, nice. Do you still go back home and visit once in a while?
Oh, hell no. Way too fucking expensive.
How you liking in Washington so far? Like Lacey side, how you liking it so far on the overall?
Fucking expensive.
That's factual. It's factual.
Not okay. It's not okay.
Right.
It's just, whew.
Correct. Yeah, it's the west side. Eastern Washington a little cheap. Well, it's kind of cheaper, but overall, for example, people sell homes in Eastern Washington a lot. Like 10 years ago, they were hella cheap. Affordable, because respect for Eastern Washington is not really on the overall expensive. Now when they sell these homes, they're selling Seattle price. I'm like, bro, this ain't Seattle. Respectfully, Tri-Cities is a nice area, but it's not like Bellevue on the north side of Seattle. Linwood, Kirkland, far from the situation. And they act at those prices. But once again, what I say respectfully, like when you go to like the suburbs, good areas, it costs more to live there for a reason because your kids can walk the streets freely. And the ghetto hoods, respectfully, it's poor for a reason. It's affordable for a reason. But it's a cost of what? Can you actually walk the streets? Can your kids walk the streets? So that's why I preach about environments, Prasanas, deities of energy, conjured from the age of 3. What you are afraid of?
Oh, you live somewhere else too?
Oh yeah, I'll show you. It's a live podcast. I've been doing this for 5 years. On Bigo, maybe like 2 years, 2.5 years. On the overall 5 years. I'll give you a tour. How about that? So they can't see you, they can hear you, right? So likey, both my Facebooks, both my TikToks. That's IG, that's Twitch, that's Clubhouse, and this is you guys, Bigo. So they can't see you, they can hear you. So if anyone speaks or you see me reading comments, it's other platforms. So I call it the universe in a positive manner. So I just pay it forward as I was taught. Like, no one has to comprehend you, but everyone we do is when we speak to anybody, especially social media, you just plant seeds. The person that hears it, they do whatever they want with that seed. They can water it, they can let it die. Let's say let it die. I don't want to talk about God, Buddha, whatever, the healing journey.
How long have you been doing that? Like, the streaming on multiple platforms at the same time?
All these 9 platforms, like overall 2.5 years. In general, 5 years. This is my
2.5.
Yeah, on the overall 5 years.
That's
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I did my healing journey 5 years ago at 39. I lost my second family. We do co-parenting now. It was a better outcome. It was a blessing in disguise, but.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know what that word means.
Oh, co-parenting.
What
Co-parenting. It's when you go through breakups and kids are involved, like the intent is to do co-parenting, get along best as possible for the kids. Not become best friends. If you do, that's awesome. If you don't, be cordial for the kiddos best as possible. The intent. What's up, Lucifer? How you doing, brother? How you doing, King? The intent is not to traumatize your kids than they're already more than already traumatized. Best as possible. In the beginning, easier said than done because of feelings. Because 5 years, 10 years invested. It's a lot initially. Then you have, I got my people. She has her people. Social media, people at each other's throats over 2 people's broken relationships. So it's a lot initially. It's easier said than done, but in time and choice, hey, yes, it did fail, but now I know why it failed. So the intent is that you learn from your toxic relationship. What's up, man? How you doing? What you gonna call it? And then when you go to the next relationship to be, you don't bring your past to present best as possible. So if you mistreated your ex, and ex is, try not to the next potential partner to be, because you say you want love and then you be in trauma, and here we go again. The generation cycle continues on once again. That's not healthy at all, respectfully, Namaste. Yeah, always.
What's up, man?
How you doing? What's up, Lucifer? How you been, brother? How's everything? How's life? How's your health? How's family?
I'm fucked.
You're
I'm at sorry, I'm locked at camp. I can't see my family.
No? Why is that? Is there a situation going on or what? I'm asking.
Yeah, well, they caught me trying to slip a phone inside and it's forbidden, so...
Whoops. No bueno. Grounded.
Whoops.
Breaking the rules, little rebel.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about that rules. I still did it, by the way.
Hey, go down like a champ, right?
Yeah.
We come to a place called misery for many people because they haven't learned how to identify the dualities of their persona.
Where are you from, Lucifer?
Facts.
From Iraq.
Oh, shit. I was gonna say that. Oh, shit.
It's not appearance, not on my face, nor my voice. Yeah, you can't tell.
Well, your English is very great.
Thank you very much. I sound like these recording machines,
Honestly, I was gonna say from the top of my brain, I was gonna say like fucking Ukraine or Russia because of the accent. Yeah.
Oh.
The accent,
Well, this is a first. The first time.
Really?
Yeah. most people tend to tell me that either I'm from America or Canada or Britain for some reason.
Oh, hell no. Britain. Okay, Britain, I get that one.
Right.
I get that one.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah.
If you would take a few shots, then I would say Britain.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
Training.
Oh.
Training is very hard.
I bet. How's your
Your
health?
page is called Free Therapy Toxic Relationship?
All my
I
platforms.
just saw that.
Yeah. It's an attention getter. So free therapy and then toxic relationships, because relationships.
You're giving free therapy?
Yeah, like whatever you want to talk about, it's an open space for everybody, safe space, quote unquote. So
Oh my god.
like your negative triggers, you're sad, depressed, bitter, hateful. Like I can elaborate. Maybe while Luke can elaborate. If Lisa was here, he can elaborate. People in the comments can elaborate. Everybody has their own beliefs. Everybody has their own way of like dealing with their personal feelings. But the intent, first of all, is like if you want to feel them, nobody has to feel them. A lot of us run from ourselves. We do social media, tattoos, traveling, Dubai, whatever. Do all that man-made stuff, but eventually, you should want to stop, turn around, face the person in the mirror, and work in these feelings if you want love, especially from yourself first and foremost. If not, then be codependent people, because my family makes me feel good, my partner makes me feel good, my kids, my car, my job, cool. So what I say to everybody, respectfully, like if
What made you start that?
oh, I lost my second family 5 years ago.
What made you want to give like therapy and advice to people? What made you start that?
Oh, so 5 years ago, my tattoos on May 3rd, 2020, and not physically died, emotionally, mentally, spiritually died. My ex, the mother of boys, literally got up. And when you're toxic relationships, trauma bonds, you break up multiple times, you'll be like, they'll come back. Like, yeah, maybe, but after they give you typically the female, she gives you 1,000 chances, not 1,001. And guess what? Shit's getting real. She's not coming back home. Oh shit, it's for real. This shit's over. It's not like cool 4 or 5 days, kiss and make up. Nope, it's over. And it hurt pretty bad. So that's when I was like, in 2000, many years ago, when living in Seattle, I heard the terms empath, narcissist, and the healing journey. Once again, heard the term. Someone planted a seed, and so once again, I didn't water it. I let it die. I didn't study nothing. So 5 years ago, technology. I went on Google, YouTube. What's a narcissist? What's an empath? What is the healing journey? And I'm just sitting there studying people, professionals, the therapists, counselors, life coaches, and regular people like us. Their terms and their stories. I'm just like, all these fucking years. I could have started the healing journey a long time ago in 2000, but no one like guided me. Like I didn't get the itch. That's the people like no one has to comprehend you. What I believe, higher source and beings, whatever you believe in, we're just communication and we're messengers. No one has to comprehend nobody. So I made it 5 years ago. Made a vow to the universe 5 years ago. When I figured this healing journey out, and this answers to these feelings and these triggers, I'm calling everybody out, and I pay it forward. Like you don't have to comprehend me. It's just a story. You can call me crazy and hurt my feelings, but if you want to find your face, go find your face. If you want to learn the hard way, then go learn the hard way. That's your choice if you will. But we can have a conversation. We can plant seeds, and you can do whatever you want with this information. But what I believe with real support teams, we don't give up on people. What I say, I'm always your pocket 24/7, 365. Yeah, man, what's going on? I won't let you drown. That's the most unjust feeling to have. Like to have no physical being around you to talk to about these feelings. Like fuck it, man. Especially men's side, man, the fuck up.
I was gonna say like, are you lonely?
No. Alone? No. Initially, healing journey, you are, because like for the most part, on the overall, we're raised and brainwashed to be codependent people, right? So as kids for sure, like I'm a single father of kids. My kids need me for now because I was a little kid, a teenager, young adult. I left the household. Now going to the matrix, the universe, try to figure this shit out, So that's when you finally start the healing journey. Be alone. Real support teams help a lot. We have this conversation, but they have their life. I got my life. I get off the phone. Now guess what? Lucifer's got to go home, back to work. So do you guys. Now I'm all alone. You're in the same house with your roommate scenario, or let's say you're doing co-parenting, family, friends. Everyone's asleep. And you're the only one fucking wide awake, staring at your eyelids at the ceiling like, gosh damn, these fucking thoughts. Why don't you stop? They're sleeping and I'm jealous. Why can't I sleep? And that's the worst part. But that's the part of insomnia, But But when you have guidance, it's a lot better. Okay, well, this is depression. This is how I dealt with it. It might work for you, it might not, but we can talk about it. That's a positive, you know? And that's why I just pay it forward. And once again,
are you religious?
Born and raised as a Catholic, but right now I'm studying these spiritual leaders, you know, like Muhammad, Buddha, and
spiritual.
yeah, and spiritual. Once again,
How
like,
about you, Lucifer? Are you religious?
I don't know about Lucifer now.
No, I'm afraid not.
Look at his name. Look what he does. It's like
He said no.
Yeah. I've never been into religion. I like to read about it to understand the methodology, behind it. But
Yeah.
I've never been really into it.
hey.
I understand that there is a creator, but I don't know what is the point.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I
So
just want to say you're in the fucking wrong country right now.
I know. The fucking
Newsflash.
country.
Yeah,
I
no,
know
it's
that.
it's rough.
And the fucked up part is I'm in the military of that
Right.
country. and I'm out to be a fucking officer.
Oh yeah, no, it's a little rough scenario. That's like, as beings, right? When we're little kids, we're just little kids. We don't know, for the most part, culture, religion, race, all this. Till we get older, you're like, oh shit. So this is where I live at. You know, if you could potentially leave, cool. If not, it's rough, and it sucks that, once again, you know, when I say the big term, these narcissistic government systems are the ones that run the system. So that's where the countries suffer. And you got to go by their rules, because remember, they have money, power, and fame. If you don't listen to them, you're one person. What are you going to fight with 10 people? You know, anyone can pull a trigger. That's easy to do, you know? And all these threats. But it sucks that we have to live like that. Especially, like, you know, Lucifer in other third world countries where it's like Mexico. My family's from Mexico. The idea, potentially, for my first time in my life, I might go January next year. But it's a high maybe, because my tattoos, they're mafioso, gang mafiosos. They look at me, they think potentially I'm part of the mix. But like, nah, I'm just visiting my family. I'm just a tourist. But yeah, but we're brown. Like, none of my tattoos are. Let them get you.
I mean, they can try, but they wouldn't fight you, right?
They don't really fight. They just make you work. You work for us, or you get put one in your head. And that's my first time visiting, so it can. That's what I'm saying. It's a high maybe, because I don't want to have a bad experience. Or it can be my first time, my last time. Let's say like my uncle told me, hey, here's a scenario. I've been going. It'd be fresh for you. Like, we should be okay, but you know, just to let you know, the way they work is they see you, they think, oh, you're obviously you're American, the way you speak your Spanish or your English in general, so your family has money because you're American, quote unquote, right? And then they can put you to work. You say no, they're like, either you work for us, or we put one in your head, or I work for them and I run for dear life, but now they're looking for me. You can't miss me. They'll find me on social media. I can try to erase all these apps, but guess what? And I'm just there visiting. I just want to go there, be a tourist, visit my family. Hey, show me around. And talk to them. Like, do you like, you know, like, I know, like, other than cartels, it's a little rough in Mexico, but as a being, are you happy the way you're living? You know, that's what I want. I just want to investigate, be a tourist, and talk to the family type of situation. Who knows? May potentially meet a potential partner down there. I don't know. Respectfully when I say this, for the most part in third world countries, like, it's traditional, especially when it's relationships, right? But that's if you want love. In America, respectfully when I say this, relationships are a little rough. Too many options, money, power, fame, other bullshit statuses. Like, bro, I don't give a shit about anything man-made. I care about you as a being and how you're living as a being, you know? Are you in the healing journey? Can we get along best as possible? You know, are you cool with your family or not?
You think that's a thing with Americans?
Status? Yes. I'm not saying all on the overall. It's status. It's status.
Yeah. I get it though.
Yeah.
I understand it.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what's going on, especially in Seattle.
Superficiality.
Yeah, it's, you know, you live in Seattle. It's just like you see like the segregation, the ghetto hoods, the suburbs.
Oh, Seattle.
Yeah, and then you see like, you know, for example.
I think cities in general.
Mm-hmm.
Big cities.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
that's a thing.
Right, it's respectful. It's kind of segregated. You have like the, you know, white in Seattle, the north side, white, Asian, Middle Eastern. They're more suburbs, geek, techy, but nothing's wrong with them. But once again, like they look at me. And they think Southside Seattle, the ghetto hoods, but when I start speaking, like, oh, your looks is deceiving, you got positive energy, like, oh, yes, I know. I look like 10 kilos from the Southside. We laugh about it. I don't get offended by it at all. But that's what I tell you. I want you to.
I think you're a mean person because of your tattoos.
Right.
And shit.
Yeah, it's just, you know, you have you got traditional, because, like, or you got older school mentality wise, because for the most part, on the overall tattoos are like it's a sin. It's wrong, right? Especially the way I'm like decked out with words, like I go. I just did it for attention in a positive manner, not for validation, to get your attention. Especially the respect and say this is not an original competition, but show me anybody in the whole universe and this planet that has my tattoos or similar. Bible respect and say this. Bible passages don't count. The Quran, no, like healing journey, positive, negative words. They might have phrases, but they don't have all these positive, negative. And once again, it's all about the healing journey. Be positive words or negative words, positive triggers or negative triggers. But it's for you as to be. And the best part, all these words are my scars healed. There's no more as they being. There's no more healing for me to do, but I can learn from others. And which we spell when I say this. A lot of people have their own way of believing this, right? But I believe they say this to a fear in the whole universe. They'll say like, especially on TikTok, everybody's counselors. The healing journey doesn't ever end. Go for it.
I want to involve everybody. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, you're okay.
Jessica, have you ever been out of the country?
Yes, I've been out of the country. I went to Belarus. Next to Russia.
Oh, nice. How'd it go?
There you go. That's why I said Russia.
I went there for 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. How'd it go? Was it a good experience?
Yeah, it was cool. But what I've noticed is all societies around the world does count for the same, thinking. Like America, they care about status and all of that. And I've experienced it myself at college and after that here at camp. And the social look on you will change dramatically when you are on a higher status.
Oh, yeah.
From the people around you.
Correct.
I've noticed that many times, like even with girls or all that, which is very silly. You don't know how many girls I had to block because they only wanted to come. Like they wanted to know me only for status. And
right.
not just girls, like even boys, men, and all them.
Look at it's a man in uniform.
They're not there for you, not there to know you and personal, just a general interest. They're only there for their benefit. They want something. They want.
Right.
It's very dumb.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and time wasting. So I don't like to waste my time.
Hey, that's beautiful. Same here. I preach about it all the time. You and I cannot get or buy back what God Almighty cannot give it back to us. What is it? Love, time, feelings. When you comprehend that, why they waste your love, your time, your feelings on wrong people around you, especially by your side as a partner? Make that make sense. You can't get it back. It's been written. That's why, I say all the time, hey, keep it 1,000 miles real. Don't sell me a dream. What do you want from this? We're adults. If you want to date, let's do speed dating. Ask people about universe energy. What's your life? What's your everyday life? How you living? I'll tell you what I'm living, what I'm doing. And from there, let's figure out together. If you want to be a potential partner, if not, no hard feelings. Or if you want to do traditional corny ways, let's go on dates. Can you handle rejection when I say, no, you know what? You're cosmetic, you're beautiful, money, power, and fame, but as a being, I can't even talk to you. You talk to everybody else, but as a couple, but you like me. A for effort, feelings, but they're not factual. I don't deal with toxicity respectfully, And it can offend people because your energy is too strong. You're being mean, like, I'm being honest with you. What do you want, lie to you? Okay, let's do this. I know it's not going to work out, but let's go fall on your face. I won't get hurt. You're going to get hurt, but just to forewarn you, And that's the shit for everybody. Don't waste your time on the wrong people. And what I preach about, there's a zillion people in the whole universe, a potential partner to be. Why are you stressing about one? The door's right there. You can leave whenever you want to, That whole community of survivors who volunteer at farms, always good peoples. Yeah, if you want to do that, most definitely.
Yeah. Not all of them, babe.
Yeah. If you want to do that.
I can volunteer. We got many corrupted people who want to do good things only for their social picture.
What about you? What you got? What's up, Rar? As far as what? Can you please elaborate? Oh yeah, no, for sure. And that's why are they doing that of compassion, or what do they want from it? To say, hey, I helped you out 5 years ago. Remember that 5 years ago? Like, really? You didn't do it from the heart? You know, so you want something as a as a backup
This is
card.
an example, yeah.
Go for it. Go for it.
Yeah, this is one example, and the other, like next week, come sit next to me. The other, sorry, the past week,
seconds.
we went on trying to, how can I say it, to secure an event, and we didn't do much. Like most of our work, like 90% was only media.
Okay.
Like taking pictures of us going there and doing security stuff.
Right.
Maybe it was only 10% we did our work. So most of what's happening around the world is just media and all of that.
For the gram.
Only as I said, to embed a social picture.
Right. Right.
That's it.
Selling dreams. Because social media.
This is another example, and there are people who
especially
want
in the
to help you.
military, they don't care about people.
Yeah.
Correct.
Sorry.
No.
It's just
I know.
facts.
On the overall
They
respectfully.
don't care about you as a human being. You're just, yeah.
Yeah. It's a little
You're
rough.
just an object.
Yeah.
That's what they call
You're
it.
a weapon. Yeah.
They call it in psychology. They call it dehumanization,
Right.
which is treating people
It
as
is,
objects
it
in
is.
order to be able to
Definitely.
kill them without remorse.
Correct. Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, respect when I say that, Lucifer, I pray that you do your term, and when you're done, in a positive manner, you survive. And I say respect in a positive manner because you can like do your term, be done with it, but then like the mental abuse, all the shit talking potential wise and all the stuff that goes with it, that you go back, which I believe you'd be okay in the overall, because I've been vibing with you. You're respectful. You're doing for yourself mentally wise. A lot of the people, they can't really handle it, and when they want to be regular civilians, their clutch card is, if I get in a physical altercation, especially with my partner, DV cases, I can use my PTSD, BPD bullshit clutch card from the government, and they hit a slap in the hand. Like, no, that's fucking wrong, And that's the thing. It can be, as it is, we're all traumatized, and that situation, it can become worse, as a forewarning. And it's a man-made war. It's not higher source war. It's just over $1 and man-made bullshit, and it sucks because instead of doing barter, hey, what do you got? They don't want to sit there and do an open mind conversation. What's the resources? Nah, I want to take everything plus some, because the Bible says, God says, really? Like, no, that is wrong. But once again, they have money, power, and fame. We're little people. We can voice our opinion. We can say that's wrong. They'd be like, cool, we heard you, but guess what? I don't care. You have money, power? No. Then guess what? I'll swash you. Yeah, facts, you can. Physically, yes, you can. Emotionally, spiritually, no, you can't. Use your words. Words could deepen a knife, but they don't want to have that conversation at all, respectfully, What do you think about the flat Earth theory? Oh, respectfully, I don't care for those conversations. If there's man-made conversations,
Oh my God.
I don't care. Respectfully, that's
Why would we even talk about that shit?
No, I don't. I just read a comment on TikTok. I don't. As I say, respectfully, I don't talk about it. Go to the next.
I'm responding. I hope you can hear me. Okay.
They can hear you.
If there's a country you guys would like travel to, where would you go? Like instantly, the first country you would want to visit.
For me,
Both of y'all.
Japan.
Japan?
Japan.
Why?
I say respectfully, right? I love a lot of cultures, right? But for me personally, like Asians on the overall, especially Japanese, almost like perfectionists. Whatever they do, whatever they build, they will not really produce it, promote it until they're satisfied. And on top of, they're spiritual people, so they beat you with words, So that's why I love them to the fullest on the overall. They might not like me because my tattoos, it's wrong. Because I want to go to Japan potentially next year, right? But I was TikTok, Facebook, I've been forewarned. Just to let you know, my buddies in Seattle at the farmer's market, they've been there. Hey, you with tattoos over there? They're like, people with tattoos, like what you got, they'll think that you're part of. In the Japanese, I think the term they want to use is like the Yakuza. Gang mafioso is their culture. So if you go to like a restaurant or somewhere publicly or a Subway, potentially they might ask you, can you cover your arms up or put something on? Because obviously you can't do your face and neck, but your arms, they'll ask you, hey, can you please, if you want to go in this restaurant, you have to wear long sleeve. What? It's not because of you, because you're tattooed, because in our country, our culture, that's disrespectful. That's wrong. We're like, That's the akuza. Like, oh, okay, I get it. So my buddy's like, to forewarn you, you're gonna get that quite a bit because they got tattoos, but that's a no-no. Like, they're like, okay. And if you're on the subway, they don't like what? They don't like quiet. It's like all these little roles. They're more like to themselves on the cell phone. Like, really, if you go, you'll see. I was like, but I still want to go. So that's for me personally. I just love the culture, and me as it being spirituality talk, and I say this respectfully, like, Lucifer's the beast, Queen. I just barely me on this barely on Beagle, but like I want to speak to like spiritual people, like to intrigue my mind, like what are your beliefs or whatever. But as far as the healing journey, like I would love to hear. I love to hear stories. Like if you're at peace with yourself, how did you get to that point? Did you have the spiritual leaders? Social media. What'd you read? I would love to hear that because especially if you're younger than I am, that's even better. Like, whoa, you beat me. I'm sorry.
For me personally, I would like to visit Switzerland.
Hey.
I like Japan. They are very respectful, very good people, and very polite.
Awesome.
And I do watch anime, by the way.
Hey, anime's life.
But
Crunchyroll, let's go.
Yeah.
Damn, Switzerland.
Yeah, but I do
Why
like.
Switzerland?
Uh-oh. Oh, hey, Lucifer, it lagged out. Oh, there you are. You're good. Hey, what up? What's going on, guys?
These are the other inmates.
Hey. Hey, Lucifer, were they involved with your little cell phone illegal transaction? Or it's a hush-hush?
Just a minute, I'm facing a glitch.
Okay. Oh yeah, he might come back in. He probably lagged out. Yeah, that's Lucifer. I've been knowing him on Beagle for about like 2.5 years. Cool individual, and the respect because his name, his profile pic. Respect. I go, it's just a name. People are, oh, you're the devil. I'm like, do you believe like I know the devil and he's in my life, our life? You think he's really here? And respectfully, he's a bad person, so I don't think he's be here to give you positive advice on the overall. If he's a bad person. It's amazing what a person, what a name does to people. Respect more on the religious side, like, yo, it's just a name. Hey, look at Lucifer's back, the devil, Satan, welcome back.
I'm back, and that's what just.
NHK World Japan News Channel. Hey, yeah, exactly. I'm about to actually thank you for saying that K, I don't want to hear your name, but thank you. NHK, yeah, actually have the app actually.
What's up, my good people?
Well, what's going on, guys? Yeah. But thank you for that. Caucasian, yes, thank you for that. And I say respectfully, like I like a lot of cultures out there, but on the overall, I rock with Japanese. Oh, okay. I was like, what's going quiet? But never mind. But yeah, so and then me for personally, like this, like last 3 months ago, like I heard the term Buddha about like when I was a little kid, Buddha, right? I do DoorDash in Seattle. I done all Eastern Washington and driving, and Spotify, Buddha. Buddha's a beast. I promote Buddha in a positive manner. I'm not saying become a Buddhist. That is your choice if you will. But the cool thing is that he taught mind and body. So I didn't know that till 3 months ago. I was like, 25 years ago, this man. At 35 years old, he finally wanted, started the healing journey. He figured out his way, and he did it from 35 to 80, so 45 years of life, preaching about what I preach about, his way, right? So he does mind and body, because it's balanced. Like he says, I'm the doctor, my teachings in medicine, and I just give it to you. You do whatever you want with it. And on top of that, you don't have to believe me. You don't have to believe nobody. Research and study for yourself so you know and you're satisfied with the answer. Don't believe me. Don't believe nobody. But just study, which is beautiful. But I preach mind and body and what? All my tattoos, toxic love, broken, codependent relationships, because the person by your side, that physical being, that's the one that will take your energy. It doesn't matter. Respect and say this, you have money, power, and fame. Especially younger generation, all you, middle school, high school, you're about to go to college. Yeah, I'm going to college, be a lawyer. I'm happy for you. Just to forewarn you, be careful who you have by your side. Because when they sell you a dream and they're fuckboy fuck girls, and they cheat on you, then what? You pray about how it manifests, and now depression kicks in, or anxiety because you have heartbreaks, quote unquote. And then you can't go to school. You can't pay you're about to lose everything in life because one person in the whole universe sold you a dream, and it sucks. Yes, I know it hurts, but that pain is not forever. It's only if you allow it to be forever. To forewarn you, you don't have to comprehend that. But once again, I tell people all the time, I was you. All my tattoo, anxiety, depression, what is that? I comprehend it. The old version of myself, but I want to be in a toxic, love, broken, codependent relationship. I don't need my partner. I want my partner if she wants that. We match energy.
Damn, I feel like interrupting you every time.
Oh, you can, Queen. I'm a broken record. Please jump in. Please do. So many Buddhist temples in Atlanta.
Say, because of what you were saying, like
ayahuasca. Oh, what? Really Cajun. I mean Caucasian.
The person that is with you is the most important decision in your life.
Facts.
For real.
No, it's
like who you have on your side. Because everything else that you got going on in your life can be instantly broken.
Oh, yo.
If someone is tearing you down on the daily.
Oh, yes.
And like fucking you up. Yeah.
Oh, yes. All my tattoos.
Oh, because of that?
Mm-hmm.
Your tattoos?
Mm-hmm. So, like, for example,
Damn,
like...
what happened?
Oh.
I'm about to do therapy on the therapist. What happened?
Hey, that's cool. I mean, no, please do. I love questions. That's what I tell people, like, if you look at somebody, right? Anybody, social media, face-to-face, if you don't make a comment or ask a question, you will never spark a conversation. You will never know. And you don't have to comprehend what anybody tells you. So me personally, once again, I'm like, 5 years ago, starting the healing journey, I was like, okay, let me figure this out. So why my relationships failed, why I'm the way I am. And then from there, when I figured this out, I'll put on my body. You know, triggers, depression, anxiety. You know, what I say, like, on my tattoos, that I say respectfully, like, if you're a square, my tattoo like the Matrix, which you're an empathetic person, all you nice and girls, right? And
okay,
then
what happened though? Like 5 years ago? Like,
oh, I lost my second family.
Or...
I lost my ex. On May 3rd, my ex, the mother of boys, my second baby mom is the mother of boys. On May 3rd, 2020, 5 years ago, she got up and left. Literally, hey, 9 in the morning, hey, I love you. I gotta go, it's over. And literally got her shit and she left. Hey, I'm now with all the 8 kids by myself, like, oh shit, now I become her.
Oh.
Yeah. It was pretty wild, man. It was pretty wild, and that's why, you know, initially it hurts, but the cool thing about social media, I already knew this because I'm a geek techie. I work in computers. I'm like, I know locally I speak Japanese to them, and respectfully, I'm born as a Catholic, so all my family, friends, social media be like, well, leave it in God's hands. I'm like, which respect when I say this, born as a Catholic, I'd be cool, I'll leave it in God's hands, but I'm like, but I'm still sounding depressed. I'm blank a bitch every fucking day. Every time I think about us, blank a bitch. But if God can do it for me, quote unquote, why am I still suffering? Respectfully, you know?
I was gonna say, are you still struggling with the breakup?
Oh, no.
Or like, are you? Would you say you're doing like good now? You're
1,000.
Like, positive.
Oh yeah.
The best life here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got blessed 5 years ago.
Okay.
So I let it. First hard part is what? Forgive. You don't have to. You should want to. It's communication. The second part is what? You can't forget. It's been written. You can lie to yourself, run, do whatever you want to do, but it's been written.
Well, it's part of your history.
Right,
It's part of
exactly,
your life,
exactly.
So of course it affects you.
Facts. And then the third part is what? The hardest part. For yourself, not for your ex, for yourself, do closure for yourself. So let go, do closure for you, and comprehend, okay, why did it fail? You know? And then from that, my neck, it says XX is my neck tattoo, right? So as a being, I don't know how many people you have in your life, the intent to let go of all your exes, all the traumas, all the triggers, observe all the red flags, what you didn't like about them, what they did, and then to observe them, to comprehend them. The next potential to be when you observe them and you see them, what should you do? Verbalize boundaries. But people preach on social media, especially TikTok, they preach about boundaries. To forewarn you, you can verbalize them. Nobody has to respect them. If they don't, what are you choosing? What are you doing? Are you staying? Are you leaving? Or, I don't want to be mean hurt their feelings, but they're being mean hurting your feelings. I pray that help manifest. All these little options, scenarios. So you gotta talk to yourself. Like,
so were you in a relationship or were you married?
No, not respect. I haven't ever been married, and there was a relationship for 7 years. It was 7 years toxicity.
Oh, relationship.
Yeah,
Okay.
relationship. Yeah.
Okay.
Married. My personal opinion.
7 years of toxicity, you say?
7 years toxicity on the overall.
Damn.
But it's because, like, hurt people. I was hurt. You know, I wasn't hurt, but I hurt people, heal people. I'm healed
You
now.
hurt? Oh, okay.
I hurt her. Yeah, but like not physically, verbally, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, as a being. Because words cut deeper than a knife. What I preach about, the worst person you can destroy with your words is who? Your partners, especially your kids. To rekindle those relationships is really hard to do, because you're the person that loves your partner, you love your kids, but respect when I say this, you call them a bitch to your partner or your kids, and sorries don't fix it. Sorries don't fix it at all. If you do a mistake once, sure, twice, I guess, not repetitive. That's called insanity. You know, you're. I'm sorry about you're a bitch again.
I feel like if you're in a, if you would be in a relationship with someone, and you're having like a fight or an issue, you're the type of person that is like, let's fix this right now. Let's talk about it right now.
Right. And Caucasian facts, you know, I'm happy you're in a second year marriage, 10 years. I'm happy you're doing better now. Marriage and relationships are not easy at all, because it's feelings, and the intent is like what I preach about, energy and universe, right? So like,
to me, you seem like an intense person,
and
but that is not a bad thing.
oh,
That means,
no.
like there's like room for, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's
Well,
okay. Well, so like,
Talking.
right, I love to talk a lot, but me as a being, like, I care about you as a being, especially as a potential partner, like, especially as partners. I tell people that you can care for about the universe, be compassionate. That's beautiful, but the potential to be, what I preach about is like, scenario number one. Let's say I shoot my shot with you, right? If I can't talk to you about us together about everything, open-minded to the fullest, respect as best as possible, then what are we doing here? That's why I tell people, like, I don't do dates traditional corny ways. I do one date, speed dating. Like, what are your beliefs? What? Atheist, religious, spiritual, Buddhist, what are you? You know, as a being, what is your family? Why my family? Because I date you and all the universe. Eventually, I might see your family. Eventually, I see your friends, whatever. What's the life you live in? And then on top of that, of your
Well,
exes.
in that type of speed dating, sorry.
There you
in
go.
that type of speed dating, what answers would be important for you? What kind of answers would matter for you?
For me,
Like, does religion matter?
so for me
Does
personally, it doesn't.
childhood matter?
No, it doesn't matter. But as long as you know, as you know who you are, like, I'm atheist. Cool. What I say, like,
okay.
so you have the words like and love, right? My tattoo is like and love. Whatever you like, for the most part, like, say, oh, do you love pizza? I don't love pizza. I like pizza. I eat it once in a while. Or you sit there and ponder, or whatever you say, I love this, or you start elaborating. For example, Lucifer, hey, you love the military? And he sits there and ponders. I already know in my head, he likes it.
Fuck no.
Right, so you verbalize that. You said no, right? But, so when they ponder, I use the word like. When you either they say, I love it, or, you know, I hate it, they respond right away. You can say the word love, hate, the word I just asked you, the question, or you elaborate. For example, hey, like me, do you love teriyaki? I love teriyaki. Fuck yeah, why? And I start elaborating, and I start going on and on. Oh, that person loves that question, that scenario, that subject. That's what I treat it for. So the potential to be like, if you respond right away, cool. If you take a little while, which I'll give you your time, but if you sit there and ponder, like, no one's ever asked me that, well, take your time with it. Like, and me as a being, respect and tell the potential to be. It's a live podcast. I have a lot of words tattooed. If you want to take pictures, I'll send it to you. If these words trigger you on my arms, my chest, and my back, because I'm working on my back now, right? And you're a potential partner, when I have my shirt off as your partner, and I'm sleeping like a baby, and you're reading these words, any word on my body, any phrase, and it triggers you, and I'm sleeping, why do you want to be with me? Respectfully. And talk to yourself. Don't lie to yourself, well, I love everything about me, spiritual, positive, but just a tattoo.
The potential girl has to read the body, literally.
I forewarn.
Has to read. What?
I forewarn. Yeah.
Knowing you.
You'd binge on
Like,
some.
every
There you
single
go. Get
sentence.
subscription. Know it and all that good stuff. Okay, awesome. Hell yeah. Thank you, Caucasian. Well, that's what me as a being. I forewarn. I don't want to sell a dream at all. Like, keep it 1,000 raw and real. Like, this is what you're about to get into. You know, whatever you believe in, I'm okay with that. But are you in your healing journey? Me personally, the main thing is, like, are you in a healing journey? If you are, which one are you? Healing journey, awakening journey, awaken? Are you in the woke journey? What category do you sit in? And on top of that, have you worked on your triggers and your traumas? You know? because I don't want to overwhelm you. Because
Gotta have your feelings.
people don't like people that, I gotta say this, like people don't like, I'm not saying I'm a know-it-all, but if you're standing present, babe, what's up with you? Like, I didn't hurt your feelings that I know of. If I did, please let me know. But let's say scenario number one, you're my girlfriend, right? Potential scenario is not factual, and you come home from work and I see energy. You see, hey babe, you okay? You can tell me verbally, yes, I'm okay. I'll be, well, you can say verbally, but when you walked in, I could tell you're sad. I could tell you're mad. I could tell you're bothered. I'm gonna ask you, hey babe, I love you, respect your boundaries, but who and what caused it? I know I did it, right? If I did, please elaborate. But once again, who did it? Your father did it, your ex, whoever did it. You know, like, why do you want to push me away? You know, and this you have the right to, but I'm just letting you know, if you keep pushing me away, this is not gonna work out. You have a lot of healing to do respectfully, and you can hate that. You can hate my response, like, hey, I'm forewarning you. And what I preach about, like, people say like change, right? Like, respect when I say this. Like people say, like, you know, your partner, a lot of people, hey, change for me. When you change for people, we change for you for how long? A day, a week, a month, and what do? We go back to our old ways. Because why? That's called people pleasing. I changed for you. I did not change for myself. So it's about wording. So I would tell you, babe, just out. You don't change for me. You change for yourself first and foremost, and then for our relationship to progress forward in life. If you don't, whatever ETA time you want to give, like say I'll give you my number's 30 to be in a positive amount. I'll give you 30 days from now. And remember this, you change for yourself and then for our relationship to progress. If you don't, I respect your boundaries. That's your free will and choice. But I'll make you know, you see that door? And you don't have to comprehend me. A lot of us are so traumatized. Well, my exes, they all say save. Yes. My neck tattoo, I'm not your ex nor exes. I'm today, the now, the present. You don't have to believe me. But I'm just letting you know, 30 days from now, I'm going to go to work. I'm not coming home. And you can be like that. Bet, say that. And when I leave and I go to work, let's say scenario, I'm supposed to go my typical regular time, 7 p.m. You text me at 7 p.m. because I'm not home. Babe, where you at? I see the text. I tattoo the cell phone, right? And I don't have to respond to you. To me, I'm already over with you. And you call me like, hey, babe, where you at? First and foremost, I'm not your babe. What? Margarito Yala. What? I told you. You didn't believe me? What do you mean? 30 days ago, I told you I was leaving. But think is not knowing. You thought I was playing. I'm not your exes. I'm out of here. I can stay your friend, associate, my ex now. I can be your support team. I can hold you and guide you. Learn from this best as possible. Because remember, the next potential to be, if they're traumatized, they potentially stay there. I won't. I cannot. Both of us, let's say we're together for 3 months. You and I cannot get nor buy back 3 months of our life at all. Our love, time, feelings, God can't give it to us. It's been written. But the positive, it was only 3 months. It was not a year, 3 years, kids, none of that. Marriage, none of that. So try to learn from this. If not, I pray for you. I go on my day, I go on my life. A zillion people in the whole universe, I'm not just about one. Respectfully, I won't ever chase beg an adult in my life. Ever. That's an adult. AI, CDIA, you got ChatGPT. You have so many resources if you want to start the healing journey, if you want to feel your feelings. Nobody has to. Respectfully, you know. Right, that's a normal thing. Men are Mars, women are from the Venus, book legit. Couples therapies, always a good resource. Yeah, if you're both, once again, if you're both willing to go, and you both can be, I'm not saying, once again, the word all men, all women, for the most part, on the overall, a lot of women are more empathetic wives. They can do counseling, therapy, these open conversations, healing journey. A lot of men people are narcissistic. Yeah, we don't have it. The male family, our fathers, brothers, uncles, grandfathers, they're not talking to us about none of this shit. Work hard, be a man, be the provider. You know, she's gotta be submissive. Fuck all that bullshit. That's toxicity as a motherfucker, man. See, like, yo, God wouldn't be. You love God, love Buddha, but you're physically whooping your wife's ass, your girlfriend's ass. Really? How's that working out for you? And I'll call you out. My tattoo's for a reason. Will God do that? Would Allah do that? That very much so. If they wouldn't do that, then why are you doing it? And then she'll give you 1,000 chances, not 1,001. Emotionally, spiritually, physically, she will check the fuck out. And it does not matter how she leaves. She could leave you, ghost you, divorce you. She could cheat on you. And when you're crying, respect like I did, like a little bitch, guess what? All the times she cried, you made her cry in the same bed, in the same room. Now it's your tag, you're it. What? Whatever time frame, you made her cry for 5 years, 7 years, 12 years. Now it's your time to cry, and it's officially over. She's not coming back. Oh shit! Now what are you choosing? What are you doing? Body hopping the whole face, jump into a relationship right away, try to figure yourself with the body by your side, how's that gonna work out for you? Respectfully, you know, everything is meant for you, not against you. Oh yeah, and this, which is hard to take, it hard to grasp initially, because it's wording like what? Everything. It was a blessing in disguise. You know, it's you had to learn the hard way, which I get the concept, but I dislike it at the same time. That's why I call everybody out. If you're older than I am, and you've been knowing all this shit with all this technology, all these platforms, you can be anonymous. You don't have to you a fake fucking profile, but open your mouth. You know, like, this is my belief. This is what I believe. What I've been through, and this is how I did the healing journey. You done to comprehend me? Cool. You got my attention. I hear healing journey. I ask you. So what part of you? Where do you sit with yourself? You know, awakening, woke. What are you? And who taught you? I want to study you. Who taught you this? You know, I want to see what your beliefs are. And I'm not saying I'm better than you, vice versa, but I can learn from you. You can never have enough notes, knowledge, wisdom, analogy, metaphor, riddle, stories. I can learn from you. You can learn from mine. Nobody has to comprehend nobody. But the positive, if you tell me a story of personal feelings which you've been through, I've never been through that, but I can observe it. Oh shit, that's what he or she said. Oh, let me stay observant because they made that decision and they fell on their face. I don't want to fall on my face. You know, and the cool thing is, if you have a real support team and you keep in contact, you can reach out to them. Hey, you told me your little story, and guess what? I did the same shit you did, and this shit hurts really bad. So I'm reaching out to you again, like, you know, I respect your boundaries, but you don't have to. But can you? How'd you overcome this pain? How'd you become over this trauma? Because I am lost, and I don't know what to do. They might respond. Remember, nobody has to respond to nobody at all. But respect when I say this, once again, I call everybody out. If you know how to do it, everyone's narcissist traits, you're probably an ego, put that shit aside. You should be happy with a person that's younger than you, that's trying to evolve. Analogy, metaphor, therapy talk, that's your inner child. I do so many one-on-ones at times, shit out, king, queen. You might not feel like you're doing good, but here's the kicker. You're 25 years old scenario, physically I'm talking to you. In my match, in my head, emotionally, spiritually, I'm talking to a 25-year-old version of myself. My situation at 25, I was a toxic relationship, my first baby, I'm trauma-bonded as fuck, right? And 2 daughters deep. You have no kids. You're beating me. You have no kids. You can. I said respect for you. You have no kids in a toxic relationship. Go to that fucking door. Be like Forrest Gump and don't look back. Don't look. But the downfall when you're too empathetic. My tattoos. What's your flaw? Like my flaw was, you're too empathetic. You're too nice. You're too gullible. You're too. You call what? A people pleaser. What will happen to them if I leave them? That's an adult. You know that, right? Especially with technology. I promise you 1,000. If you break up with your partner, guess what happens? They can make a post, right? And in the post, in the DMs, straight gay trans is after them. Now, what's your partner choosing? To stay or to leave? Body hop in the whole phase. Start the healing journey or stay on a journey. Everyone initiates on a journey. When you start the healing journey, that's when your mentality changes. Your energy changes every which way. And then you see the whole universe different. Every which way. I don't see color. I don't see race. I just see energy. Coding talk, I see squares, nice people, empathetic people, whatever you claim to be, religious, spiritual, Buddhist, whatever. I see a square. Then I see a circle. All you bagophobic folklores, you too narcissistic. You're a major walking red flag. And triggering one, I see zombies. I just like an addiction. I don't fuck with circles. I don't mess with at all with zombies, but I'll be their associates. I will be their real support team. If they want to talk about this conversation, they don't have to. Nobody has to talk to nobody. But I will say this, if you're a square, empathetic person, nice and nice, religious, spiritual, whatever you claim to be, match energy with other fucking squares. People that are like you on the overall. But if you water the hard way and go do opposite track, and because the downfall of you, if you're too pathetic, what do I say, right? What do we believe we are? We're fixtures, changers, and saviors. Maybe, because respectfully, everyone, all the universe, what do we all do? Because everyone's traumatized. We all play the role of victim to a soft story. Boo-hoo me. I can't see my kids. I gotta destroy my ex. My family don't love me. Yeah. Victim mentality. For how much longer you do tell them the soft story for. And then the person that's too empathetic, what are they gonna do? Maybe I'm the one that could give this person more love than the ex did, than the kids did, than the parents did. Like, yeah, go fall on your face. Physically, you can save people. You know, what I say, you can't fix, change, save anyone in the universe at all. Physically, yes, you can. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, no, you can't. Not even higher source can. Because if higher source can do for all of us, why are you suffering till this day? Make that make sense. And nothing against higher source. If he knows all, right? He knows exactly what I'm talking. He already figured out that I figured out the matrix, the universe. Black and white straight to the point. So, and And I'll call you out, the whole universe. If you have no kids, I'm a single father of kids. I lost 2 families. If you have no kids, why are you suffering? Why are you sound depressed? And the triggering subject, why you're a zombie and addict and addiction? Why are you running from your feelings? Respectfully, triggering subject. But once again, I just tell stories nobody has to comprehend. You can all call me crazy. It does not hurt my feelings at all. Before the live sessions, after the live sessions, I am blessed. When I go to sleep, I have no more insomnia. I just die. I don't have no more dreams. I have visions here and there, and that's it. But on the overall, as a being, I'm blessed because I'm healed. I let all my exes, past pain, toxic love, trauma, and child trauma go. Forgive, communication, not forget. I lived it, went through the shit, right? And I did what? When you let go, I did closure for myself. I comprehend why it happened. That's it. What's up, the great one? How you been, brother? How's life? How's everything? It's been a minute. How's your health? How's everything? How's family? How's life? And that's the shit. And then that's why I have no more anxiety, depression, paranoia, PTSD, suicidal thoughts, low self-esteem, anger issues. Triggers: overthinking, reactive abuse, deflection, projection, gaslighting, manipulation, trauma bonds. My triggers is my 8 kids, especially my 5 boys. Because they're kids, they're learning. I don't like people fighting physically. That's the trauma, but I control it best as possible. Because why? My tattoos for a reason. Anyone that fights physically, if you're not a professional fighter, if you're not doing sports, right, and that's what you're doing, but you're like street fighting, bullying, and bullshit, I just call you monkeys. You don't believe me? Ask my 8 kids, especially the boys. Tattooed here for a reason. It says monkeys, zoos, jails, prisons. Why? Because anyone that fights, I just call you monkeys. You deserve to be in a zoo, but you cannot put a human in a zoo because that's inhumane. So what do you have for everybody? I tell my kids, when y'all hit 16 years old and up, jail and prison, waiting for everybody. Go get in a physical fight because they called you a bitch. It's a word, bitch. The word bitch has no feelings. The word bitch won't ever feel like a bitch. It's just a word. But you took it to heart, pay an ego. Now you caught a case. Hey, I tell my ex, hey, when your mom calls me, hey, so-and-so's locked up. Like, let me know when they're out. What do they do? Well, they're going to fight. I don't respect for you. Let me know when they're out. They want you to bail them out. Why? I've been teaching them all this time, and then they want to go get in trouble. I pray for the universe. I go my day, go my life, and that's it. Doing well, brother. Thank you. Just taking life day by day. Oh, yeah, that's my tattoo. Day by day in baby steps. The healing journey is not a race, no marathon at all. But whenever you're ready to talk to yourself and have a real support team to feel these feelings, you can progress in life. But once again, nobody has to, at all. Nobody has to feel the feelings. But I'll call everybody out. You don't want to start the healing journey. I know it's scary to talk to yourself. You feel crazy, like you're the best therapist counselor in the universe every which way because nobody knows you better than you. Higher source, you can say higher source, right? Is he talking to you by your side? Maybe you have the gift. I don't have the gift. Respectfully. Respectfully, the higher source every which way. Once again, if he knows all my tattoos. He knows what I'm thinking as I'm speaking and so on, right? But physical beings. So, what I say is like, how can you say you want love, but you're not on a healing journey? It's not going to work in your favor because your exes, your child trauma, all the triggers, you will bring it past the present every single time. Everyone in the journey, you will always self-sabotage relationships. And I say respect more on the male side because we're not taught to be empathetic. We're not taught to have these conversations. So we self-sabotage. I got the housewife bumping heads. Then guess what? Because it's about relations, right? And I got the work wife. If she's not doing it, she will. Because what do we all do? We play the role of intel software. Boo-hoo me. And then all it takes is a simple question. Your coworker, hey, is everything okay at home? Everything good with your boyfriend, girlfriend? Husband, wife, like we lie. Oh, we're okay. Like you can say the ones in the healing journey. You can say verbally you're okay. I know you. I work with you 1 year, half a year, whatever it is, right? You don't come to work like that. So what's happening at home? And then finally, the walls come down. You become vulnerable. Well, it's because we bicker about this. So A and B monogamy in relationship, right? C3Z parties. C3Z parties, August, right? And give you platonic to give you advice or. You start catching feelings, but that is the problem. You catch feelings with a person that's fucking about somebody, but then to call everybody out, because I've been there, right? But how can you say you're a good person, a religious person, a spiritual person, a atheist person, if you know you're about to potentially get involved with somebody? But it's because they're getting mistreated, but they're in a toxic relationship. That's not your situation at all. And I'll call you out. Would God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual universe, your ancestors, do what you're about to do. I doubt it very much. So why the fuck do you believe you're the one that's gonna go be a quote unquote homewrecker? No, go become a toxic person. And then the way you meet this is my baby mom, my first baby mom. She taught me this shit. The way you meet somebody is the way you lose somebody. So you met someone in a relationship, going to divorce, going to breakup, and you think that they dropped their whatever boyfriend, girlfriends, husband, wife, and you're the main chick, you're the main guy. Hey, I pray for you. And when they fucking leave on you or cheat on you, hey, guess what? What did you expect? You don't get involved with people, but it's easier said than done because of feelings. That's a downfall for the whole universe. These feelings, if you can't control them, you will always fall on your face. Well, yes, well, what now? Now you're involved. You don't want to get in toxic relationships. You want to be the side chicks. That's why it's beings. You got to figure out what love is. And if you know what love is as a being, what type of relationship do you want? Monogamy, A and B traditional? All I see is you. I control my lust because why? I have self-will. For the whole universe, can you control your lust? That's everyone's narcissist traits, the bad side of us. And nothing's wrong with lust if you control it with your partner. If you want monogamy, A and fucking B. There's no such thing as secret Z parties. Only that's platonic for advice. Nothing wrong with advice at all. But then we start catching feelings, here we fucking go. And I call it, I'm pretty confident there's a book about this, right? I've never researched it, but I'm pretty confident with all this technology, all these books out there, and all these libraries, there's got to be a book about this. I call it the if lines. I've been saying this little story scenario. So my first baby mom's in 2005, 6, right? A long time ago. And what's the if lines? When you vent to whoever it is, my coworker, I got the housewife scenario. I don't have a partner, but let's say I did. We're bumping heads. I got the work wife, right? And I'm venting to her for advice. The intent that on her side, she can control her feelings best as possible. And she just gives me advice platonically wise. If I start catching feelings, hey, remember this. I'm here for you. That's your wife. That's your girlfriend. Try to control your feelings. There won't be us. I don't get involved in people's relationships. I'm just here to give you advice and that's it. Or she starts catching feelings because she thinks maybe I'm the one that can offer more love to than what the wife's doing, the girlfriend's not doing, right? And what happens? I call it the if lines. What's the if lines? Whatever I'm bitching about my wife, my girlfriend, to my coworker, potentially the work wife to be, a scenario. She'll say whatever. She doesn't show you love. If you was with me, I would show you love. If you was with me, I'll give you more TLC. Whatever the fuck she's not doing, she's gonna offer it to me. If the line, I call it the if lines, right? But here's the kicker: I'm involved, but then I claim to be. I'm a good person. I'm a religious person, a spiritual person, a atheist person, and I'm about to. And remember this: when she drops that line, if you was with me, she put the ball in my court. She put it on the fucking table. What am I choosing? What am I doing? What? Oh, well, thanks for the offer, but just to let you know, like my first baby moms, I heard that so many times because they're catching feelings. Hey, no, I'm here for advice. Like, thank you for the offer, but no, I'm trying to make this work, but you deserve better. Well, I know I do, but we got 2 daughters. I'm trying to make this family work, quote unquote, but she's not good for you. I know. I pray, once again, as a being when I say respectfully, the spiritual universe, I don't manifest as a being when I say respectfully. So that's why I say on my tattoos, I pray and hope for the spiritual universe to get your attention, manifest that higher source one day will wake her up and she loves me like I love her. The downfall of my first baby mom, 12 years too fucking long until I finally got it and left. 12 years too long, 3 daughters deep. And yes, kids are a blessing, also a lesson. But once again, nothing against my first baby moms because she doesn't know what co-parenting is. She is a mother title, but she's not a parent or parenting because respect my tattoos. She's a Debbie mother. Nothing against her. She is on a journey. She does not have to talk to me at all. That is her choice if you will. But she can at least talk to our daughters. At least do that part. But she don't have to. Remember this whole universe. Nobody's got to do shit. Nobody does. And to the queens out there, you're the one who can have babies. To forewarn you. Like my ex was telling, our kiddos, right? She's like, I'm just one female. I can only have, she's a female, I can only have 1 kid a day. 1 kid a year, 9 months, and that's it. Your father right there, I was like I like the bullshit, right? Oh, me? I can have 1,000 girlfriends. And they can all tell me I'm pregnant. I'll be all 1,000 of you, you're all pregnant. And I get gas and manipulate. Guess what, babe? I'm happy for us and be happy family. And I'll be right back. I left something at home. I get in my car, I preach about doors. I leave her household, all 1,000 of them, door number 1, right? And from there was what? I'll tell you about. I leave the door from the room, door number 1. Go to door number 2, leave her house or apartment, whatever it is. Door number 3, I get in my car. All 1,000, they're pregnant. I'm not. My tattoo, take the title. I'm a deadbeat father. And I go to a different country. I tell my kids all the time, did you know whenever I want to, which is my choice if you will, I can say fuck the universe, fuck everybody, pride and ego. I'm keeping all, and when people see my tattoos, let's say I go to like, I don't know, Spain, Japan, and they see my tattoos, what are your tattoos about? Don't worry about it. They're my tattoos. And I always read, because once again, when you become narcissistic, which you be mean to people to push people away. I want people to leave me alone. So what do we do? Our narcissist traits. I become rude as fuck. No one's gonna talk to me, right? So I go to Japan and I tell everybody, they're my tattoos, don't worry about it. And from there, wise, I'm single. What? I have no kids. I'm in a different country. They don't know who the fuck I am. But he's single. But little do you know, when we start researching, oh, this guy has, nope. In America, he has 1,000 kids. Once again. But you don't know that if you don't research. But I tell the queens all the time, just to let you know, to forewarn you, like, they can leave. Anybody can leave. Anybody could leave. Like the last potential, she told me last year, not even my girlfriend, beautiful individual in Seattle, awesome energy, right? But, once again, like I was forewarned 5 years ago, if you want to live black and white, speak black and white, think black and white, easy, people don't like black and white. They don't like easy. Like they say, Mr. Know-it-alls, Mrs. Know-it-alls, I'm like, okay. And I remember that we say, okay, I get you, I comprehend you. It's happening now. Like but my energy's too strong because they be like, well, I'm sad. Baby, well, once again, not a girlfriend. Let's talk about it. And once again, my tattoos. I tell the potential to be, look at all my tattoos. I will send you pictures of my tattoos. If any word triggers you before you start catching feelings, well, I have slave masters. It says, fuck your feelings. And it says slaves on this side. People think man-made slavery tribes. No. That's what happened to our ancestors. Every day above ground, slavery happens. What? What do you mean? If you're the parent and you fucking verbally, especially physically whooping your partner's ass, your kid's ass, you're too narcissistic. You're the slave master. You say fuck their feelings. And your kids, your little slave. Your partner, they're a slave. Physical beings. You're too narcissistic. Well, they're too narcissistic. You're too empathetic. You won't say nothing. I pray for how manifest that tomorrow will get better. Say that. Do that. Respectfully, you know how to comprehend this? Higher source can't do for nobody. Higher source wants you to leave. The door's right there. If you need a physical being, if I have money, power, and fame, I'll come to you. Hey, guess what? I'll tell you. God told me to use that word, right? Scenario. To come to you and to rescue you. What? He told you that? He came in my dream. And respect when I say this, I'm just selling a dream. But to get your attention, because you're religious, you're spiritual, I use whatever. Anunnaki, starseeds, light worker. What? So that's why I'm here. I can physically save you. But just to let you know, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, I can't save you. What? Not even higher source. Because that is your free will and choice. The door is right there. I preach about doors. All my tattoos, man. They're all there for you. But everyone we bitch about in toxic relationship is that one door pain. Is what? Our partner by our side. Religious talk. Once again, I say it. I'm born as a Catholic. No one's got to die to go to heaven or hell. What? No one's got to. You're physically living that shit every day above ground. Every which way. When you can get in your car, bus, whatever, keep a simple car, to go home from work. Are you happy to go home? Are you dreading to go home? Do you hate going home? If you're happy to go home, that's your peace, your temple, your fucking aura, your heaven on earth. I'm a single father, 3 years single, chilling, co-parenting, right? I'm alone. I have my oldest daughter, right? But respectfully, she's doing her type of, her life type of situation, young adult. But I'm not here after the live session. I'm alone. No, I am alone physically, right? But I don't need a partner. I want a partner. So a lot of people, it's hard to do that initially-wise. But let's say you do have a partner, but it's toxic. And what do we all say? Fuck, I got to deal with them. No one's got to deal with nobody. You have nowhere else to go to in the whole universe. No parents, family, friends. You don't got a car? You got a bus? You got a tent? Nothing? You don't have to go back to them at all. But we all say the same shit all the time in toxic relationships. It's so hard to leave toxic relationships. It's fucking easy. Everyone leaves them. It's once again incorrect wording. It's hard not to go back. So I call you out. Out of all the people in the universe, all these doors, why do you have to choose to want to go back to the person you bitch about every day bug down? To all the universes, to your parents, your therapist, the priest, social media. Make that make sense. And don't worry, I was you. You see the word was? Past tense. I won't ever become you. It what? You're my inner child. Yes, I know it sucks. It hurts. The downfall, you're too pathetic. What do you think? If I leave them, what will happen to them? Stop being the mother. Stop being the father. Stop being the probation officer. That's not your fucking kid. That is an adult. ChatGPT, YouTube. There's so many fucking resources. Let them fall on their face. And here's the best part. I say this all the time. Let's say I have a potential partner and I break up with her because it's toxic or whatever it is, right? And let's say when I break up with her, right, she can handle the breakup and she falls respectfully, triggers up, but it happens to not everybody, a lot of us. If you respectfully, the word weak, because respectfully, you can't use the word strong. She becomes weak. She hits rock bottom. Now she becomes a zombie, an addict, and addiction, and she can blame me to paint in her story that I'm the bad guy to everybody, and she can physically see me like a year later. You know, be on social media. She could be a Sarah. She jumps in a live session and she like jumps in the box. Remember me? Oh, what's up? It's Maria, the ex. Hey, what's going on? And she can like verbally say on this live podcast, because of you, you broke up with me. Now I'm a zombie. What do you mean? I'm an addict. I'm an alcoholic, meth head, whatever. I go, hey, you're my ex, right? You can blame. If it makes you feel better, blame me. It doesn't hurt my feelings. Here's the best part. I'll call you the fuck out. So because of me, I chose, which is my freedom choice to get a belief, because I was dealing with toxicity, and you became an alcoholic. So if you became alcoholic because of breakup, and I went through it also because you are A, I am B, right? So why am I not alcoholic? Why didn't I become you? Respectfully. And she can get triggered, fuck you, vent, cuss me out, it hurt my feelings. But I'll ask you a question. You don't have to respond. I know it's triggering, right? So why am I not doing what you're doing? Respectfully. And once again, a lot of people can't do accountability, or you might have to stay quiet. Like once again, I have nothing against you, but let me tell you why I broke up with you, why I'm not by your side. I don't deal with. I say all the time, I don't deal with toxicity. I won't deal with toxicity. If I worked on myself, healed, I let everybody go. All my tattoos. These tattoos are my scars. A scar is fucking healed. My heart has a scar. If your heart has a scar, that analogy metaphor, right? So why does your exes, past pain, toxic trauma, child trauma trigger you? Especially when the worst people in the universe that can hurt you as a being is your exes, all your exes. And you can say, I'm healed, lie to yourself. No contact, block them. But the day you physically see them and you stare at them, no words, any negative trigger. You saw your ex, now I'm sad, depressed, bitter, hateful. Why? You told me you let them go. No contact. I'm over them. So why did they take your energy? Because you haven't let them go. I'm sorry that you're traumatized. I'm sorry they hurt you emotionally, mentally, spiritually, verbally, physically. They fucking cheat. They had to destroy you. But how long has it been? 2 years, 5 years? And I'm tired, but when will you let them go? You're the only one that can let go. Higher source. I can't. Therapists can't. Buddhists. Nobody can't do it for you but you. But we can be supportive. What we can do for each other, for everybody, is heal, guide, support, uplift, Forewarn, share my love to each other. Yes, we can do this for everybody in the universe. But nobody can't save anybody emotionally, mentally, spiritually. That is your healing journey. You know, everyone that starts a healing journey, it's hard to do initially. Awakening, woke journey, those become harder, but it's more energy on you. Less energy on your exes. You still have your triggers for sure. You're still traumatized for sure. But the cool thing, you talk to yourself, okay, I'll tell everybody, it's a live podcast, right? So if I'm saying anything, I'm about to play some clips in a minute. You know, the clips that I play, you don't see a being. You hear someone speaking. I'm not even speaking. If they say something, when they tell a story, whatever the clip is, and it triggers you, especially negative triggers, talk to yourself. You should want to. You don't have to talk to yourself. Why am I bothered? I don't even know this person. What I preach about, if a nobody, zero, behind the screen, especially cyber world, these cell phones, these platforms, if a nobody can hurt you, then guess what? I might say, if I trigger you, I did my job. And then my one-on-ones, people in these platforms in Seattle, why do you want to trigger people? To get your attention. I'm a nobody to you, and I triggered you. Or your triggers. The intent not to become triggered. That's when you build hatred. The devil comes out of you. Now you pop off, verbally, physically. You catching the case because of word. Because what I said. Like God can do for you. Like, I'm born a Catholic. I've heard that all my life. And not to be spent to say this, it might trigger the fuck out of you to the point you get triggered. You're fucking wrong. You're the devil. You punch me in my face. Now you're catching the case because I said that's incorrect. Because if higher source can do it for you, then why are you still suffering? I'm not suffering anymore. I comprehend the universe. I let everybody go. I have nothing against my exes, my past pain, toxic trauma, and trade top, child trauma. I have nothing against none of my family at all because they're still on a journey. And they're all religious, spiritual, atheist, good people. The downfall is a couple. Because we all know our toxic family, when they go home, we all know behind closed doors, toxic as fuck. Fear in a positive manner, because no one says this shit. You want to see your future? I'm not even a fortune teller, but I can tell you the answer. Look at all your toxic family. You're a middle school, high schooler, and you're in a toxic relationship in middle school, high school. Respect when I say this? All you middle school, high schoolers, you're way too young for relationships because you don't know what love is at all. Toxic family scenario in my situation. I didn't have my first real relationship until I was like 19 years old. No, 20 years old, right? So, guess what? My parents are together, but it's a toxic family. My ex, her family, it's, divorce, breakup, but guess what? Toxic family. So you have two people that want love relationships, and there's two toxic households. So we grew up with what? Toxic love. Maybe a little bit of love, more on the women's side, the mother's side, more empathetic wise, but on the overall, fight and flight, all this corny ass conversations and this terminology, toxic love. I tell my kids all the time, look at your mom and dad, we're not together. Co-parenting, there's your mom with her hubby. I'm happy for them, nothing against them. That should have been your mother and I, but nobody taught me this shit. None of the male side at all taught me this shit at all. God, yes. Go to church. A for effort. You went to church, a building. You read a Bible, a book. Awesome. But are you living the life of God as one individual? If you are, what about your partner? And they can say, yes, I go to church, the Quran, I've heard it all. But then when after church scenario, to my partner, I'm emotionally cheating, chatting out females at church, in God's house, in the fucking streets, on the cell phone. I'm being verbally abusive, physically abusive, a fuckboy, and I just left church. I just literally left church, but God can do it for me. Okay, sure, no. Everyone's got free will and choice. That's when anyone says, like, especially as you get older, go through toxic relationships, when anyone gives you shit, anybody, because you don't know this, I'll call everybody out. When they tell you, choose better, right? I'm going to tat on my back. Eventually make sure the hood is going to say, choose better, ... How can you choose better if you don't know better? Make that make sense. Now, what do we do as beings? We point the finger. My parents, my caregivers, but keep it simple, my parents should have taught me better. And once again, another tattoo to cover the fuck out. How can your parents teach you better if they don't know better? Make that make sense. And the answer is what? Everyone is stuck on what? The generational cycle. Comma, initially. Because you're the only one who can break it for yourself. Respectfully, triggering subject, trigger comment and say this. When they say you break the generational cycle like I did, I broke it for my old version of myself, my ancestors, my future version of myself. As a being, respect when I say this, if that's factual, the idea, once again, I use the word idea and faith. I don't know. I believe there's a higher source. I have idea and faith there's a higher source. I have once again, my terminology. I have idea and faith there is afterlife, reincarnation, but I don't know. If I do not debate, I will not waste my energy on things I don't know. And I don't want you to prove it to me. Maybe you are spirituality and you say there is. Okay, if there is, scenario, not factual. So in this lifetime, I tapped my ex, which I'm surprised my ex, she's like, why do you have 39? I was like, you barely noticed that? You got that shit done last year. Well, because at 39 years old, our relationship, you got up and left. I fell back, started a healing journey in 2000. I told to remind you, you don't remember this because obviously we're together. We're doing co-parenting now. And once again, 39 years old, but when I was like 20 years old, I heard in Seattle terms. You know, you're a square. That's on my tattoo. Square? What's a square? Empathetic person? What's an empathetic person? Empath? What's an empath? You're just a good person. Well, yeah, overall, yeah. You know, I'm a decent person. I'm not trying to hurt nobody best possible. And this, remember that before they even made that comment, my ex and I, before all my tattoos, I had longer hair than this, braids and stuff, right? But that's it. No tattoos. And I had my first baby moms, right? They'd be like, I look at you two as a couple. This is Seattle, very extroverted. I see you as a couple. I'll be scared of you. And your girlfriend, yeah, she's beautiful, right? And I think she's an angel. But when both of you open your mouth, talk to each other, like, yo, like, you're a square and she's a circle. I'm like, circle? She's a narcissist. What's that? She's been narcissistic. I'm like, what's that? And what they tell me, you're gonna learn the hard way. I'm like, but here's the kicker. I heard all these terminologies, but as it being, I was asking a question, what's that? But no one elaborated. If you don't make a comment, ask a question, you will never spark a conversation. You will never know. And to forewarn you, you can make the comment, ask the question, they can look at you, they don't gotta say shit to you. So if they don't talk to you, especially with technology nowadays, Whatever you hear, type it in ChatGPT, C.AI, YouTube, Google, Spotify. That's what I did 5 years ago. In 2000, I heard the term empath, narcissist, the healing journey. A healing journey. In 2000, so what I do 5 years ago, fucking losing my second family. YouTube, Google, what's an empath? What's a narcissist? What's the healing journey? And I'm sitting there watching professionals, therapists, counselors, life coaches, narcissist creators, and then person beings like myself telling their stories, how they deal with it. Because, hey, you can go to therapy counseling, you have good ones, you have bad ones. I've tried it. For the most part, overall, if they're not good, they'll take your money. You have good people and bad people, empathetic people, here for you best possible. Narcissistic people, they'll say they're here for you, but they're here for a fucking dollar, because their dollar, I'll take it back, their God is a dollar. They can say, God, Buddha, yo, you give a shit about a dollar. Go to church, A for fucking effort, but you give a shit about, you're not here for me. You're here to take the money, not, share best possible. So that's what I started doing. I was studying like all these fucking years, and I say respectfully, and all the answers right there in front of my face. And what I do, you know what? Live podcast. If you don't believe me, go to my YouTube channel, Coach Rito. 5 years ago, you see the old version of myself, the Codependent technology, and I say respectfully, journaling is cool. It's a lot of fucking writing. My hands cramp the fuck up. I'm a geek techie. I can type all day, but even typing is a lot of physical work. Technology, make it fast and easy. Baby steps, audio blogs. When you're ready to do video blogs, grab your cell phone. I'm on 9 cell phones, 9 platforms, live podcast. Can you grab your cell phone, look directly at the camera? I am streaming live podcast. This is a cell phone. It's just you. It's a video blog. You're not streaming at all. At all. I tell my ones all the time, people in the streets, hey, just try it behind the screens. Try it for a week when you're ready to. What do you mean? Talk to yourself. You watch everyone's TikToks, IG, Facebooks, all this YouTube, therapy counseling, everything, but you don't study yourself. You're the best therapist counselor in the universe. Because verbally, you can say, I'm doing good. He lied to the universe. But when you have a camera, video blog, you can lie to yourself also. But the day you're ready to grab your technology, you have a smartphone, smart TV, screen share that shit. If not, you still recorded it. Record yourself. Grab your popcorn. Now grab a cell phone, put it down, push play. Push play. Typing is work. Well, we spell and say that it's like journaling is cool, a lot of writing. Typing, it's a lot of physical work. It's not much, but still. But what's faster? Audio blogs. Talk to yourself, audio notes, right? And then video blogs are even better because, once again, physically you're saying, I'm doing good, talking to the camera. And then on top of that, can you stare at the fucking camera? My old version of myself, I look at the camera, but I glance at it. And then I'm over the camera, looking at the ceiling. Once in a while, I'll go back to the cell phone. And I'm doing good. I'm watching myself. I'm like, verbally I'm saying good. Emotionally and spiritually, I'm lying to myself. I'm not doing good. A lot of his life, I'm doing good. Healing journey, I blocked him. No contact. Awesome. Now I can't talk about him. What? I don't want to. You don't have to. That is your free will choice, but why not? You're scared you're going to have these triggers and traumas, the past. And nothing wrong with the grieving journey, shedding tears. Like, you can talk about it. Nothing wrong with choking up because you went through that person's situation with your ex, right? Because the worst person to destroy you is your partner, is your ex, right? Because you want love and they're fucking destroying the fuck out of you. Respectfully. That's why you have to be very, very careful who you get involved with. That's why I go live for you guys, not for myself. 5 years ago, which I recommend to everybody, do a podcast. You're not everybody. You're not everybody. You are you. You're unique. Go live. That's why 5 years ago, I already knew when I go live, I was blaming myself 100%. Keep it 100. 100% the blame. They're like, you can't, King, you can't blame yourself 100%. Can you have kids? No, you can take 80%, 70% of the blame. You can't take it all. You can't have kids. It takes two to make one, right? But I went to her page. She's not a bad person overall. You call her a narcissist, everybody can point the finger. I went to your page. She's not a bad person overall. It just is a couple. But both, all 10 of them taught me, but both you're healing. On a journey. You're not on a healing journey. What do you mean? What's that? What's a journey? Oh, watch my tattoos. All you blue pillars like I was, you're on a journey. You're stuck on man-made bullshit. You debate about race, religion, culture, COVID. It's irrelevant. You're all entertainers. You said all the goals you want in life. Money, power, and fame. Gucci and Prada, right? When you achieve this goal, how do you feel? For how long do you have this dopamine high? For how long are you happy for? A second, a minute, especially jobs. Fucking like 90 Day Fiance. I give you about 90 days. 30, 60, 90 days tops. And then what are you doing? Before that, you tell everybody, how's your job? Oh, I love my job. I love my bosses, my coworkers. I'll be there forever. We lie to ourselves. Yeah. And then what happens? 90 days later, like the movies, you're fucking applying for another job. What are you doing? Oh, I'm not really happy here. But you told me what happened. No, it's not, they pay me good. But just, I don't know. That's what we say. I don't know. I'm just seeing what's out there because you're not satisfied. That's what it is. And what it is blue pillars, like I was. You set all these goals, all these hurdles, whatever you achieve, and just gotta stop, turn around, face the person in the mirror to talk to yourself. Why do I feel the way I feel? How come when I do these things, it makes me happy, and that happiness goes away? The dopamine goes away, and I'm always trying to set more goals, achieve all this shit, and I do it, and I achieve it, college, whatever it is, and I'm still not satisfied. It's because it's you. You just don't know that yet. Yeah, that's why it's called the healing journey. Now you turn around, what? Time to talk to yourself. All these negative triggers, anxiety, depression, PTSD, triggers, overthinking, reactive abuse, like what? And the worst person, once again, it's the person by your side. Love can't hurt. It's highly impossible. If higher sources love, it can't hurt. Highly impossible. The shit when you say I'm scared of love, that's the incorrect word, man. It's an incorrect phrase. You should be scared of toxic love. What's toxic love? When you love someone that doesn't love you back. You meet the halfways, you match the energy, they take energy. That's the shit you should be scared of. Because toxic love will cost you everything emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, potentially, even your own life. Especially you queens. A lot of empathetic queens should have been here. The downfall is no healing journey. No one taught them shit. Respectfully, triggering subject. To pray for how manifest the higher source. Just to let you know, you don't comprehend this. Higher source can't do it for nobody at all. They want you to change, but will you change? They want you to leave, but will you leave? They gave you, Almighty, quote unquote, whatever. You could be atheist. They gave you a free one choice. Every day above ground, what are you choosing? What are you doing? And on top of that, what you are not changing, you are choosing. Maybe not today you won't change. How about tomorrow? How about a week from now? How about a year from now? But I will say this, the sooner the better. The sooner the better. Especially when we bitch about our partners. A zillion people, and don't worry, when I say this, I make it sound so easy as fuck. I was, past tense, you. A zillion people in the whole universe, why are you stressing about one? Look around you. You go to Starbucks, get a coffee. Look at all these people. And then you meet people in the streets, bullshit with them. Cool conversations, energy, whatever term you want to use, awesome. But then when you go home, there's the problem. When you go home, once again, heaven and hell. Every day above ground, how both your four walls, your mental home, your physical home. Is it heaven? Is it hell? You don't have to be religious. They're just terms and phrases. If you love being at home, that's your heaven on earth, your peace, your temple, your aura. If you hate being home, you're dead to be home, and you just woke the fuck up, welcome to your dungeon. You're sentencing your hell on earth, and you just woke up. Your partner's sleeping like a fucking baby, verbally, mentally, fuck them, and you just woke up before you gotta go to work. Yeah, you haven't even opened any fucking doors. You're laying in bed looking at them like, fuck, what am I doing here? Maybe tomorrow will get better. Okay. Once again, you and I cannot get or buy back what? God Almighty cannot give it back to none of us. What is it? Love, time, feelings. When you comprehend that, why do you waste your love, your time, your feelings on wrong people around you, especially by your side as a partner? I just told you, you don't have to comprehend. You can't get it back. And that's, remember, it's not just you both. It's two to make one as family kiddos, or just become one as a partner's universe, right? So you both can't get nor by your back. Love, time, feelings. God cannot give it to you. It's been written. That's why it's called past. Future, don't even worry about the future on the overall. You can see the future in a positive manner, energy, but not like the whole, like, oh, when you're too empathetic, what's our flaw? In our heads, you haven't even asked them to fuck out. You haven't even shut your shot. We could be a cute couple, marriage, and you'll have cute babies, and you haven't even talked to them. If you can't handle rejection, the word no, or they say you shoot your shot. You build the courage to shoot your shot, and they come to, oh, thank you for the comment, just to let you know, I got a boyfriend, I got a girlfriend, I'm married. Oh shit. Now what are you gonna do about that? Question your self-worth? Like, yo, give yourself props. You tried, A for effort. You shot your shot, but guess what? They're in a relationship. At least they told you. That's a positive. They can lie to you. Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, how can I get to know you? Exchange numbers, social media, and they're in a fucking whole ass relationship, married and everything. which respect to say this, it blows my fucking mind in 2025. And I say respectfully, a lot of females, y'all get into not purposely, but into entanglements. I didn't know that he or she was married, or whatever you're into, right? Like, you didn't know? I'm not saying everybody has social media. For the most part, a lot of us have social media. And on top of that, yes, they can have private accounts. It's so fucking easy. But maybe I think the way like this, because I'm a geek techie, I'm into social media or computers. It's very simple. Take a picture of the potential to be. You haven't asked them out and you shot your shot. Take a picture, put it on all your platforms, especially locally on Facebook. Let's say that person's local, right? And let's say you met them on social media behind the screen. Then make a TikTok, put it on all your platforms. And just, hey, I'm interested to this person. You know, by chance, do you know who they are? Do you know anything about them? Because remember, let's say they do have social media and all their accounts is private. So what do? If you see them physically, take a picture. If they got social media, screenshot that shit. Make a post, put it on the platform. I guarantee more likely someone's gonna respond. Hey, like, that's my cousin, that's my best friend. Oh, that I know who that's my coworker. Why do you want to know about him? Oh, I'm kind of interested. What do you like? What do you mean interested? Like a friendship, platonic? No, I like them. Oh, like a partner? Oh no, they're married. What? Or they're going to divorce. They're breaking up. What? But they're in a toxic relationship. Oh, you don't know that because yes, their accounts are private. I know them. Look at that. You're forewarned. You can still catch your feelings, like, fuck it, I'm going to shoot my shot. God, the universe, once again, higher source beings, you don't comprehend is my saying, we're all what? Communication, and we're messengers. God just told this person to tell you, hey, they're married, and you know what? But I like them. You know, maybe I could, do better. I could change their life. I could do better than their wife can, their husband can. I pray for you in the universe. I go my day of my life. You're about to get in an entanglement. And you knew what you're about to get into. Fuck it. Even worse. Then go on social media. I caught feelings. Now go fucking play the victim mentality. Tell a soft story. Boo-hoo me. Everybody asks, yeah, especially when they ask you, did you know they were married? They're in a relationship? Yeah. So why did you get involved with it? You knew that? And you told me a whole sob story. And you knew that? I'm going to just let you know you were wrong for that. But no, you don't know how it is. Like, these feelings, yeah, but you should have controlled your feelings. They're involved in a whole ass relationship, be it healthy or toxic. So why'd you shoot your shot? There's nobody single around you? And I say should respect you. Like, no, you gotta know especially when you want love, and especially nowadays, technology's too many fucking options. People can lie to you. They can be honest with you or lie to you. Be empathetic, be honest, keep it 1,000, or be narcissistic, keep it 100. They'll sell you a dream. And it doesn't matter what they claim. I'm a religious, spiritual, atheist, good person. But you just told me that you're not with nobody. And you love God, Buddha, you read the Bible. Well, yeah, awesome, but you're a whole ass relationship. How many times on my shoulders, smoke my shoulder says, God is good, whatever your higher source is, but are you good? What? You preach about higher source. But are you good? Because I know God wouldn't do that. So why are you doing that? But see, that means you're not a good person. A little bit of good. A lot of bad, so you're more narcissistic. Everyone's robotic. The whole universe is robotic. You don't see what I see as energy. Either you're too empathetic, or you're nice and naturals. The downfall about you, like I was. What's the downfall of you? Being too empathetic. You're too nice. You're too gullible. You're too naive. You're called what? A people pleaser, or you're too narcissistic. All these bagophobic fuckers. What is your flaw? You're too narcissistic. You're too egotistic. You're too mean. Too private. Too greedy. Called destroyers. And religious talk, you're down to be religious. It's just a little analogy metaphor, right? So when I say all these circles, all these zombies, addicts and addiction, they're all Lucifer's disciples. The fuck ups of the universe. Everything they touch, they destroy. Spirituality talk, right? They are karma. The word karma, comma, not knowing. That little saying is tatted on my shoulder way up here. I got shirts and hoodies. And who's in a trigger? All the fucking circles, all the bad girl, phobic fuck girls, and all the zombies, addicts and addiction, like. You can't say love. You know how to love yourself. You're on a journey. You're not on a healing journey. You don't have to comprehend. Then when people call me the fuck out, which I do all the time, who the fuck are you to judge me? Or who am I? Face tattoo. I'm 1% woke. We're the referee judges of all universes. That's who I am. God told me to tell you you're fucking up. You're doing wrong. But you don't have to comprehend that. You can believe you're doing right. Hey, say that. Do that. I'm the you don't have to comprehend. You're fucking up. You're a little bit of good, a lot of bad. Yes, yeah, money, power, and fame. Once again, this is corny-ass conversations, bullshit-ass podcast, right? The blue pillars, all entertainers. What do you bring to the table? That corny-ass fucking question, right? I'm gonna tat on my back and make sure it's a hoodies this year. It's gonna say to call everybody the fuck out from all the universes, to strip all the universes from the universes. How so? It's gonna say, other than your body, your beauty, your looks, your lust, your job, your money, your car, your home, and man-made bullshit, what do you bring to the table? I just stripped all the universes from all the universes. Say anything. What? Tell me something positive. My car, you can't bring cars. My job, you can't bring job. My money, you're a billionaire. You cannot bring money. I'm beautiful. You cannot bring your body, your beauty, your looks, your lust. So what do you bring to the table? Fucking crickets. Then you're on a journey. You're not on a healing journey. You're not. Tell me something positive. I'm doing a healing journey. Awesome. So where do you sit at with yourself? What do you mean? How are you doing your healing journey? How you working anxiety, depression, your exes? No. Cool. You're in the very beginning phase. A positive, right? But yes, just to let you know, you've done the cosmetically, you're beautiful, exotic. Everybody see what I see. Yes, you can pull, straight, gay, trans, but can you keep them? Can you keep you? Healthy relationships, toxic relationships. Love or toxic love, what is it? What does that mean? Exactly, what does that mean? So you're still on a journey. You can say healing journey. These are basic fucking words. If you want to comprehend more, you've done the comprehension I just told you. But just type it in there. Any platform, fucking YouTube, ChatGPT, C.AI. What is toxic love? What is love? What is the healing journey? But once again, nobody has to do that. Everyone on a journey is not trying to work on the feelings. They can verbalize. They can say, I'm on a healing journey. I go to church. A for fucking effort. A for effort. But I know 1,000 you're not. You can say it. Action. Speak down the words. And I mean, that's again, spirituality, the spiritual universe, the religious universe, bro. It's a Catholic. It'd be like, and respect when I say this, all these platforms, and I say respect a lot of empathetic queens. No matter what color, I don't care about color. I see energy. Like, on these platforms, your posts are beautiful. Buddha, God, whatever it is. But I'm the one that observes everybody. All the woke ones, awakened ones, we observe. And I call you out like, okay, that's, once again, beautiful, exotic, all that good stuff, cosmetically, positive, posts on all these platforms. You're a therapist, counselor, especially these categories. And I call everybody out. I do Seattle at the farmer's market. I hold my debates in a positive manner. I did not know there were therapists, counselors, psychiatrists. The only reason why I know that now, or this conversation, because because my tattoos above my eyebrow, narcissist, above the eyebrow, it says empathist. And when they ask me, why do you have a narcissist? Why do you have that word on you? I'm like, do you know what that is? I comprehended. Do you know what that is? I'm a therapist. I'm a counselor. I'm a psychiatrist, psychologist, life coach, not your creator. What's an empathist? My word, to make it even. My word, it doesn't exist. I made it. Why? Because it would be uneven. Narcissist is big, empath. So empathist, empath. Oh, okay, I get it now. Yes, to make it even. I get the concept. And I asked him, well, how long have you been doing this for? What do you mean? How long have you been a therapist, counselor, psychiatrist, life coach, not your creator? 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. Do you want to open a conversation? Read any part of my body, my arms, my chest, my back. Read a word, a phrase, my notes universe. So you're certain. You should DSM-5 book. You should know about this shit. There's no way I can trigger you. There's no way I can stump you at all. Highly impossible. You're certified. I'm not certified. I do a podcast, and it's just free therapy. Like, I used to say life coach. It's just free therapy to get your attention. Talks relationships. What? That's what I do. That's on my tattoos. It's not validation from nobody. I did all these tattoos to get your attention. And all these petty ass words and phrases, it's all about positive or negative feelings. My scars healed. 95% of the universe, all these tattoos are your cuts and wounds. They might be healing, right? But are you healing them? That's why you have terms. Cuts and wounds, healing. How do you heal them? Start your healing journey. How are they healed? When you let your exes, past pain, toxic trauma, child trauma go. Now you do closure with yourself. Now you're healed. And I respect when I say this. I believe this says put fear in all the universe. And I'm the one to fucking put the stamp on top, So that when my situation, people healing journey, what about you? Oh, I'm healed. What do you mean? I let everybody go. I have nothing against nobody. I comprehend the universe. I comprehend everyone's feelings. You don't have to comprehend that. But I can definitely learn from others. I love to vibe with people in the healing journey. Because I ask you all the time, when did you start this? Who taught you this? Who's your real support team? Do you, by chance, do you speak to them? I would love to speak to you. I respect your boundary. You don't have to. And them also. Tell them also, hey, here's my information. I would love to speak to them every which way. Maybe I can learn from them and vice versa. Nobody else took out behind nobody, but I can hear a story. I can be, well, I haven't been through that situation, but thank you for the conversation. Thank you for telling me your little story. Now I'm going to stay more observant. So I got all the red flags are there. I see, oh shit, yeah, she's beautiful cosmetically, but look at her energy. What? Look at the way she treats others. Look at how she treats herself. Look at the way her energy is. Look at her eyes. She's not doing. She cosmetically she's beautiful. He's beautiful, but the energy's negative. It's toxic when they open their mouth. If they're mistreating people in front of your face, and they look at you and they like you want to shoot the shot, like they're not mistreating you yet. It's the day they get triggered. They do reactive use because their boss triggered them traffic, and they take it out on you, and you're happy to see your partner, and they fucking cuss you the fuck out, and you didn't do shit to them. Welcome to reactive abuse. You're the punching bag. Sorry, babe. I was having a bad day. Maybe once, sure, but if they're in the healing journey and the time I'm still working on this trigger. See my ex on my tattoos? That's from my ex. That's from my father. I'm still working on that. That was not my intent. That's a positive. They are trying, but they don't say none of this. They're gonna hurt you once and too many times. Exact every single time, and then you sit there. Well, I pray, but I manifest. Once again, man, like I was you, is not gonna work in your favor. One day. It could be years. It could be babies to be. But just to let you know, you don't have to comprehend this. If higher source can do for all of us, whatever your higher source is, why is all your fucking toxic family till this day suffering? And you're suffering. And you're much younger than them. You have to say fear in a positive manner. I see fear in a positive future, right? Energy talk. If you're in a toxic relationship, middle school, high school, early 20s, and your family, your parents, aunties, uncles, older cousins, your grandparents, abuelitos and shit, and they go to church, and you know everyone in the family knows your grandparents are together, your grandfather's still being a fuckboy, emotionally, physically, verbally abusive at his fucking age. So if you're in a positive manner, you want to see your future, look at your grandparents, and what's the age gap between both the relationships, your relationship and their relationship with your grandmother, grandfather. Let's say it's 40 years difference. Keep it simple, 40 years. 40 years from now, if you stay with your toxic ass partner, you're the grandfather, and there's your grandmother. 40 years from now, it does not matter what they preach about. Gucci, Prada, Dubai, it does not, that's all man-made bullshit. But as a couple, you know, and they go to church, but it does not matter what they claim to be. As a couple, they're fucking toxic as fuck. Everyone says, look at our grandparents, look at our parents, they should have broke up a long time ago. You can't blame the kids. Hey, mom and dad, we all grew the fuck up. Why don't you divorce? Nah, we can't do that because it's a sin, it's wrong. Fuck it, stay miserable. That's what I tell you about the young generation. Start your healing journey and do what? Detox of codependency and break what? The generational cycle. Stop becoming all your toxic family. My tattoo at 30 in this lifetime, and nothing against none of my family. I stopped becoming all my toxic family. The big word all. Every single one of them. 5 years after my breakup, they know what the fuck I do. My podcast, all my tattoos. You're crazy. Your tattoos is the devil. You're still stuck on your ex. You do the podcast. I'm like, you can say that, but 5 years after my breakup, 3 years single, no one by my side, you guys are still together. And I tell her, once again, I'll say it in front of anybody. I don't give a shit. And say it loud, say it in my chest. And he's still a fuckboy 5 years after my breakup. And you go to church for what fucking reason? And what happens? Everyone looks. I made an example out of you. Why are you scared to break up with each other? It's gonna hurt because the kids. I got my tattoos reason. I do my podcast. I can hold you and guide you, but I can't finish save you. Physically, yes, I can. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, I can't do it. Highest source can't do it. But I know it's gonna trigger you. But God, you go to church, God, and he's still a fuckboy. I just told you 5 years after my breakup. So when will you let him go? I know it's scary. It's gonna hurt. The door is right there. Everyone goes through all these fucking doors in the Matrix. But we all bitch about that. One door, our fucking homes. I say it respectfully. I won't ever say that again. I won't ever. Guess what, guys? Going through a breakup, I can have 1,000 girlfriends. Scenario. They can all break up, cheat, go, divorce, leave. I don't care. Respectfully. I don't need my partner. Codependency. I want my partner because we're dependent on ourselves. And if it's her choice and free will, I'm not her slave master. She's not my slave master. I'm not her slave. She's not my slave. Day one, the potential to be able to tell you, babe, just to let you know, you see that door? Yeah, you can leave. I can leave whenever you want to. What? Just to let you know, you don't comprehend this. You won't ever hurt my feelings. What? If my energy is too strong for you, my tattoos trigger you, We can have the adult conversation, the uncomfortable conversation, but you don't have to. You might be, because you're still in the healing journey potentially, you might be scared to hurt my feelings. You won't hurt my feelings, but if it feels, it's gonna sound so bad, but it's what I said. It's called oxymoron. It's easier to cheat, ghost, leave. What? Because go on a cell phone nowadays, like what she did. She texted me. I want to tell you, face to face, but I couldn't. So remember, that ain't my girlfriend. So I'm texting you. It's over. A text. I still have it to this day. I like to read the messages. I'm just like, cool. That's once again. I tell the potential to be just to let you know if we ever get involved. I won't say your name, but locally, if they know who we are as a couple, they know I'm talking about you, and nothing against you, because I tell a story to the universe. Hey, not my girlfriend. She squashed it. And as for warning, when someone says in the very beginning of a relationship or a potential relationship, whatever they say, it's a 50-50 shot. It's a leap of faith. Like she told me twice, don't ghost me. I was like, I don't ghost. That's for boys and girls. What? And what she did twice to me, she ghosted me. I shoot a text because anybody can make time for anybody. I'm in Seattle. Well, she's in Seattle. I'm in Eastern Washington, 3 hours away from each other, right? Anybody can make time for anybody. So she didn't respond. And then once again, I'm at the farmers market in Seattle. We see each other. She just looks at me. She just like shakes her head. I'm like, and when I saw her, I was like, hey, how do you want to do this? Like handshake, hug it up, dab it up, because I respect your boundaries. And she kept shaking her head. And she's like, no, and she walks away. And she texts me, hey, like, how do you do that? I'm like, what? Like, you were talking to everybody at the farmer's market, like the way you usually are, and then you saw me, and you continued on. I was like, I already told you, babe. Remember, not my girlfriend. I don't need you in my life. I want you in my life. I'm not codependent on nobody. I don't need you. I want you. But you decided to do what you did. It doesn't hurt my feelings at all. And we still talking, get to know each other type of situation. And my neck tattoo, she's like, what's your neck tattoo about? Oh, this is trauma. It's the worst one. Your ex-exes. Well, she's ex-exes. I'm cool with them. Nothing against them. I let that shit go. Ex-exes. My past pain over that. Trauma. Ex-exes, past pain, toxic love, trauma. The last one, she's like, oh, it's child trauma. That one I'm still working on. I didn't even ask her. She read, once again, a potential partner. She's hugging me. She's reading my neck, my face, everything. All these words. She's like, the childhood trauma. I'm still working on. I was cool. My rest of being my father. We were cool. It's my mother. Till this day. And yeah, remember, there's not even my girlfriend, a potential partner. When we're lovey-dovey, all that stuff, as a potential partner. And then what happens as we go into her home, because she lives with her moms, what happens? Her energy shifts. Now she becomes more serious. She wants to head her moms. I'm chopping. Hey, what's up, miss? How you doing? How's it going? My name is Margaret Ayala. This is your daughter with the woo. And her daughter, once again, my potential. She just walks away to her room. And I'm sitting there, talking to the moms. And I told her, hey, like for me, I'm going to say this. Your mom's is cool, right? But remember this. I am not you. I didn't go what you went through. I told you, same thing. When you told me my father's cool, I go, okay. All you can say my father's cool. You did not grow up with him. You didn't get slaughtered by him. I did. I went through all that fucking verbal, emotional, spiritual, physical abuse, but I have nothing against my father. He thinks I'm crazy. I'm getting more tattoos of words. He thinks I'm going to, I'm the devil. I'm going to help you get my tattoos. I'm like, yo, mom, dad, you don't know this conversation, but all my tattoos is the map to life. Black and white, straight to the point. I know it's Japanese to you. I know it's wrong. It doesn't hurt my feelings. You don't know this conversation. And I love my parents, right? To the fullest now. They don't know this conversation. I would love to have this conversation, but their minds are pretty much set. So that's why when you do more, the healing journey for sure at the beginning, but more awakening woke journey, right? Those the harder journeys to do. Like now you comprehend them. Like they don't know. That's what they didn't teach you because your grandparents, their parents, didn't teach them none of this shit. Work hard. The man provides. The woman takes care of the kids, and that's the corny ass generational cycle. Not a good outcome. Not a healthy relationship. There's not going to be healthy families. Fuck no, it's going to be a bloodbath. And that's why it continues on. Because if you're in family still together as a couple, don't be surprised when your kids or all your kids become like the toxic family. Oh, no way. And then when your kids call you the fuck out. This is a scenario my ex and I are together, but we're not. Let's say we are. And our kids grow up, middle school, high school, and we try to give our kids advice. But we're still, verbally abusive. Shit's breaking and shit. All that toxic bullshit. Let's say you get physical. Let's say we get physical, right? Behind closed doors. No one knows what's going on, but the kids tell it, hey, my mom and dad, fuck. Oh, they're fighting. Let's go outside. These kids, for the most part, especially little kids, they don't worry about none of this fucking adult bullshit. The kids are the most strongest people in the universe. They're fucking pure innocent. Everything would change when they get in middle school, high school, and they get in their first fucking relationship, and they catch feelings. I tell my kids all the time, yo, you're too young for this shit. You don't know what love is. You can have these feelings, but they're not factual. And you don't comprehend. But here's the kicker. I already went through all this shit. I learned the hard way. I can talk to you. I can hold your hand every time and elaborate. I will not let you drown because, just to let you know, all your family on your mother's side and your father's side, they're going to tell you your father's crazy. But they can't teach you any of this. They'll tell you religious. Go to church, God, leave in God's hands. They're all going to tell you the same shit. But them, they're older than you, and they was me. Remember, it was past tense. They're still together in a toxic relationship. I tell all my kids and anyone that's young, I want you to beat your parents. Beat me. 39. What? You're 20 years old here in this. You got 19 years to beat me. If you allow me to be part of your real support team, I will share you all my notes, knowledge, wisdom, and knowledge, and metaphor, riddles, these stories to you. You don't have to comprehend them. All my tattoos, black and white, straight to the point. But you don't have to comprehend them. You have your own beliefs, like Buddha said. And that's why I say the same shit too, like, which I didn't know this until 3 months ago, because Spotify, Buddha, he's like, I have my teachings, this is my beliefs, but don't believe nobody. Study and research for yourself till you know and you're satisfied. That's called comprehension. Maybe the way I'm saying it doesn't work for you, but the cool thing, you have something to work with, that's a positive. And that's why I love Buddha. Once again, beast, fucking beast, man. Nothing against Jesus. Jesus is cool, but he only lives like, 32 years old, I believe? And these narcissistic people destroy the fuck out of him. Buddha lived to be 80 years old. Muhammad, I'm still researching about Muhammad. I don't know too much about him. I know he was a spiritual leader, but I don't know too much about him. I'll research about him. But once again, as a being, I'm trying to research positive people, spiritual people, their beliefs. Why did they say what they said? And that's the shit. And once again, nobody has to comprehend nobody at all. But once again, back to one, black and white, straight to the point. All this conversation is the person by your side. I tell all my kids, all young generation, you can have everything man-made, college and bullshit, but just to forewarn you, you don't have to comprehend, but it's the person by your side. What? It's the person by your side. That's what's going to matter. When everyone says life's hard, life's a bitch, life's hard. Once again, I'm going to get tatted on my back, eventually make sure it's a hoodie. It's going to say life's hard, ... Everyone's stuck on the generation cycle. The bullies that bullied you are getting bullied at home. The parents in toxic relationships are bullying each other. The cherry top, relationships will make you, break you, definitely destroy you. You sold them a dream, they sold you a dream. Welcome to Life's Hard. Straight to the point. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. What? Why are you bitching about one person? Middle school, high school. Now you're sad and depressed, not functional. You can't even think. You can't do schoolwork. You were straight A's. Now you're getting C's and D's, F's. Because you're stressing about one person, a zillion people in all the fuck universe, stressing about one. Make that make sense. And I know, easier said than done, because your feelings are involved. And victim mentality is not one-sided, it's both-sided. You both 2 years, 6 months, yes. And it's become worse when kids get involved. Because then when the little one asks you, old enough, hey mom, hey dad, why isn't mom here? Why isn't dad here? Why is my mom with somebody else? Why are you with someone else? It's gonna fuck you up. It's hard to respond in the healing journey. That's why it's like, and that's the reason why whatchamacallit, oh, someone got in the feelings on one TikTok. I'll shut that one down. But whatchamacallit, let me shut it down before I get pulled. The downfall of TikTok, it's the best platform. At the same time, it's too many butterfly unicorns, especially on the boys' side. Not even fucking men, they're boys. But I used to say this like for many years, but I stopped saying this about a year and a half ago. I'm here for all the queens of the universe, the men, the healing journey. I don't say that no more. I just keep it simple, black and white. I'm here for all the queens of the universe. All, teenagers, high schoolers, single moms. Whatever you call it. I'm therapist, counselor, whatever you climb yourself as a female queen, because you're the one that can have kiddos. And to forewarn you that he can get up and leave. They can sell you the biggest dream. I love you, God, Buddha, and now they ghost you. Now you're respond, say this, trigger subject. What are you choosing? What are you doing? To kill, not to kill? I'm not ready. Like, say the bullshit excuse in life. All my tattoos, SOS, stuck and stupid. 1 + 1 = 3. So you're not ready because the only reason why, because you got up and left. Yes, that's wrong. Very, very wrong, but that is his free will and choice. So what are you choosing? What are you doing? To keep the little one or not keep? And no one has to be here, that saying, but we're fucking here. That's the shit for everybody. Or, fuck it, go be a killer. I'll say it. What? My body, my choice. Say that, do that. But you're a good person, religious person, spiritual person, atheist person, and you're choosing to do wrong. So God will do what you're about to do. God gave you us. They say that saying like God gives you what you can handle. Having kids is not easy. Raising a family is not easy. Winging life sucks. I tell my 8 kids all the time. Everyone is young. Like, don't become your parents. Kids, marriage, wait till you're 30, 40 years old. Have the vocabulary at that age, at that mindset. Make sure you're good for yourself. Make sure you're established in the healing journey for yourself. The potential to be he or she, whatever you're into, they're in the healing journey. You have a better outcome. You both have a better outcome. If not, they become your parents on both sides. Our side, because we're your parents. His or her side, because that's their parents. And I'm going to call you the fuck out like, cool, but I'm here for you. Your mom, we're supposed to say that your mom can't say this. Her hubby can't say it because they know God, etc. A little bit about the healing journey, but they don't know my tattoos. They think I'm crazy. You getting more tattoos? They're just words. Fucking petty black and white words. What's wrong with words? Write a book. If I was to write a book, would anyone buy it? I doubt it very much. Respect it. I doubt it very much. So I'd rather put words on my body. Petty ass words if it triggers you. If I was to write a book, eventually I'm going to do this. I've been saying for 5 years. I'll get a, AB.com, make a 2x4. Physically in Seattle, especially in Seattle. When I'm door dashing in Seattle at the farmer's market, I'm walking in Seattle. Hey, all it's tattoos, special older generation. Instead of doing all these tattoos, you should just wrote a book. I'm happy you mentioned that. Got my wallet, put my little card out. What's this? The business card? Well, you can say that, but it's my book. What do you mean? You told me to write a book, right? So read what the card says. In the front, it's going to say, this is my book. And you flip it over. The answer to life is the person in the mirror. All you ever needed was you. The end. My full name, Margarito Yala, Margarito Yala, my phone number, my email address, on my platforms. What? You made the comment, I should write a book because my tattoos, right? Instead of having all the tattoos on my body and ruin your face and body, right? No one's going to want you. I've heard everything in my life, right? 5 years doing this shit. So I gave you my book. That's all it is. And when I say respectfully, everyone else that writes, please write your books. I am not knocking on you. I'm not discouraging you at all. Write your books. Respectfully, what if I was to write a book? What am I talking about? My child trauma, the culture. Anyone that's brown, Hispanic, Spaniard, male, female, they tell you verbally, physically abused. Yeah, that's my story. A lot of us have very, very similar stories. Toxic relationships, kids involved, co-parent. It's a bloodbath, right? But no, I'm just a black and white, straight to the point. It's you. What do you mean? The answer is you. It's the person in the mirror, not nobody else. If you want true happiness, unconditional love, support, real support teams, the fountain of youth is the person in the mirror. It's you. What? It's not nobody else. I can add to your unconditional love, and I can take it. I don't have to stay here. You can be so traumatized. I can be, yo, babe, I love you. You told me in the healing gym, but you actually sold me a dream. You're actually broken pretty bad. The big word broken, a triggering word. Well, I'm broken. You're not healing. You know, you're broken. I was you. What? So we could talk about this. You know, it's not gonna work in your favor. Because you talk to a lot of girls. Platonically, yes I do. No passion boundaries. You want to my cell phones, go through on my cell phone, go through on my DMs. But I get it. Me personally, I wasn't like that as a BM, but some people that are traumatized with cell phones, your exes emotionally cheating, DMs, yeah, you're traumatized. Nobody cannot blame the fucking cell phone. The AI is not yet that smart to go cheating for you to set you up. No, to blackmail, not yet. So blame the owner of the cell phone. And all this bullshit as a couple, like my rights, my privacy. Or the other saying, well, you can go to my phone, but whatever you find, that's not my problem. Whatever you're looking for, go find the shit. And now you're bickering. Like, that's why everything's, when it comes to cheating, before the physical cheating, it starts with emotionally cheating. People don't know that conversation. What? Before the physical, before the DMs, it's called emotional cheating. For the whole universe, our narcissist traits, can you control and fucking conquer your fucking lust? What does that mean? Yeah, once again, can you control it? Can you do monogamy? Jaden Will Smith, you and I, and that's it. I don't care. A potential partner. A lot of females, not all. A lot of females are more empathetic. When anyone says this comment, hey baby, just to get go, I don't care who you look at. What? You can look at all the guys you want. And they tell you this, what are you talking about? I don't look at, I see them. I don't look at them. All I see is you. Anyone says that saying, all I see is you. You fucking blessed. That person's a square, empathetic as fuck, no matter religious, spiritual. They're empathetic. They will give you their all. 1,000% of their everything, whatever they believe is. But in their eyes, all they see is you. When they tell you that line, you fucking blessed. But here's the kicker. More on the men's side. Have you started healing journey wise? So, are you gonna cherish her, or will you match her energy, or will you take her energy? You know, unless they are blind. Well, facts. Maya on that note, yes, very factual. So if they are blind, obviously they're looking. They're blind. They're physically blind. You know, they're just looking. But they don't see nothing respectfully. But I'm saying for the beings that we can physically see, nothing is wrong with looking. But when you're gawking, aka what? You're staring like you've never seen a fucking man or woman in your life. That is called emotional cheating. If you don't do that, why do you allow your partner to do that? Well, it's to be in a relationship, right? I don't want to hurt their feelings. It's fresh. And who gives a fuck? Or stay there. You know what? I pray about how manifest. It'll get better. So, let's say your exes did that shit. Well, all my exes, if your exes did that, so why do you allow this present partner to be, or your present partner as you're speaking, they're doing that. You don't like that. Those are called boundaries. That's when you fall back and start the healing journey. Date yourself. What are your boundaries? What are your standards? What's your love languages? If that's Japanese to you, hey, Google, Alexa, Siri, YouTube, Chat, GBT. What's the healing journey? What are boundaries? What are love languages? What are standards? You don't have to comprehend what you're about to research, but it gives you an idea. Oh, so I don't like that. That's called a boundary? Yeah, but to forewarn you, you can verbalize boundaries, especially with the potential part to be, but they don't have to respect them. That is their choice of free will. So if you see that, emotion cheated, and you don't say shit, imagine what happens at work. And they're there with the squad of buddies. They go out to the clubs and shit. Yeah, they love you and many other beings. And I say that respectfully, you know. What's up, Maya? How you doing, Queen? How's it going?
Hi, how are you? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I just want to just ask a question. When you say emotional cheating, what do you define that as?
I'm sorry?
Sorry, Father. Let me take more. Right now?
There you go. A lot better. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, sorry. So you said something about emotional cheating. What do you define that as?
So when I say emotional cheating, why that's more like when nothing's wrong with looking. There's obviously cosmetic, there's beautiful every which way, right? Whatever you like. But when you're staring in front of your partner, even before your partner, I tell people all the time, test your lust. Everyone's got lust, right? So you can control it. If you want monogamy, love, A and B, that's it. You can look at a person, right? And then from there, but if you're staring especially in front of your partner, and if your partner catches you and you see the energy, they don't say verbally nothing, but you know they didn't like that. Oh shit, I got caught. But once again, if that's you as a couple, if that's you as a couple and that's what you do, on both sides, not one-sided, both-sided, then that's your relationship. You're okay with they can look, I don't give a shit. Because you look, we can't touch. You both say the same shit. I have nothing against you. That's your love language, that's your relationship. But if it's one-sided, typically more on the female side, you don't like that. So he did it in front of your face in the beginning of the relationship on a fucking date. Guess what happens at work? Guess what happens in the streets, especially with the squad. So if you don't realize boundary, hey babe, I don't care if you look at girls, right, guys, whatever you're into, but when you're staring, here's the best part. I don't do that shit. And they could be like, well, you can do that. No, I don't do that in general. Before you, I don't do that. So there it is. If you don't do that and they do that, why do you allow it? I'm sorry?
Yeah, my question is what if they? So my question to you is what if they do that behind closed doors, right?
Right.
I don't want to men or women, whatever.
No, yeah, you can say a lot. Yeah, whatever you want to use, it's okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Would you consider that cheating?
Oh yeah. Me personally, I don't do that. But here's the kicker. It's really so easy. Like I tell people all the time, a simple test as it being no boyfriend, no girlfriend. Keep it simple, right? If you want to test your lust, where do you go? Go to the fucking gym. Respect for you queens. Leggings, see through everything. Literally see through everything, right? Go to the beaches. Go to the bikini barista stands. All the eye candy, all the lust literally in front of your face. Can you talk to a bikini barista stand, right? The queen that works there, and have a conversation with her, and she's wearing basically nothing. Look her in the eyes, full conversation. Or you're sitting there, you're trying to look at her eyes so you'll be obvious, but you're staring at her body. Lust. Then you can't do monogamy. You can't. Highly impossible. At least not yet. Because your eyes are bigger than your mouth. You can say, I love you, babe. Yeah, I love you, your mother, your best friend, and everyone on social media. All these OnlyFans. Yeah, I love everybody. So that's why that's called toxic love. If you offer love, then you're love. You meet halfway. If they offer toxic love, they'll say I love you. I just told you, they love you, your best friend, and your cousin. You're the housewife. They got the work wife, club wife, Starbucks. There are wives everywhere. This cell phone, zillions of options. Zillions of options, right? But if you as one being, I'm sorry.
Love is an action. Yeah, it's not just words, right?
Oh yeah, no.
Well, people you love.
Yeah, facts. Well, I can say I love you, right? But I'm emotionally cheating. I'm verbally abusive. I'm being a fuckboy, but I love you. That is not love. If higher source, whatever you believe in, is love, love is my tattoo. Small letters to get your attention, so you stare a little bit harder. Love is consistent. Toxic love, bigger letters to get your attention. Why is it bigger? Because toxic love is inconsistent. If you offer love and your partner offers toxic love, why are you doing opposites attract? Or you on my tattoos? Or you praying, planning, hoping, manifesting that higher source, whatever you believe in, it could be a rock, that they'll magically one day make up your partner so they love you like you love them. How long will that take? How many hours, days, weeks, months, years, babies to be will your partner finally change and all they see is you? You've been doing monogamy A and B for all this months, years, and it took them 20 years to finally stop being a fuck boy, fuck girl, and now they love you. But it took you 20 years going through all that hell and bullshit, verbal abuse, physical abuse. He's got fucking 20 baby moms now, but guess what, babe? I love you. Okay, I pray for you, universe. I go my day of my life. And higher source can't do for you, respectfully. Which is...
But the thing is, like, for me, it's like, why do people settle for that? Whether you're a man or a woman, like, why would you go through years of someone not treating you well, and then all of a sudden it's like, you know, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, you have to be able to, like, what is it called? You know, read the red flags, I guess. I would say, I don't know.
Right. Best as possible. If you know what they are. Right. If you know what they are. That's okay. So that saying, I'll always say that we see the toxicity, right? You can be your best friend, your mother, your friend, whatever, coworker, and they 1 year, 2 years. It's a toxic ass relationship, but the term is called this. It's called trauma bonds. Trauma bond basically is like you break up 1 time, 2 times, 5 times. You always come back to each other. And then spirituality talk, more respect say is more in the female side, queen side. Oh, we're trauma bonded, but they won't even say that term. They'd be like, oh, we're twin flames. You know, we have these soul ties. Like, I get the terminology, but it's called trauma bonds. So my back tattoo pretty soon, probably the next couple months, I'm doing a cross tattoo. Remember this. Born as a Catholic, right? I'm still religious, also spiritual, right? I'm at with anybody out there, anyone in the healing journey, because you have your beliefs, I have my beliefs. So the left side of the cross, which I'm going to add these words vertically, right? Instead of say trauma bonds equal twin flames equal soul ties equal addiction equal insanity equal all letters, codependency, because I need my partner. So I call you out, okay, I was you. This might be Japanese to you, so you're trying to tell me you need them. Yes, I know you're invested, your love, time, feelings. You both can get it back. You got kids involved. I'm assuming 5 kids. Where's the kicker? Where it is? So you need him or her by your side to be emotionally cheated, verbally abusive, in the fucking DMs, passing boundaries, breaking shit, physically whooping your ass, being a fuckboy fucker, and you need them by your side? Welcome to codependency. You don't do drugs? Okay, you don't do drugs. You're the alcoholic, and he or she's the bottle. The bottle doesn't need you. You need the bottle. Why? All my tattoos. Welcome to codependency. Addiction, trauma bonds. Those suck. That's why these... Go for it.
Yeah, so I think my question to you was, what causes someone to attach to another human being? You said trauma bonds, but what causes someone to bond to another person?
Well, my tattoos. The whole version of myself. All these nice guy, nice girls. The big word empath, right? Empathist, empathetic.
I'm just asking in general, like, what causes another human being... what causes one human being to attach to another human being?
Well, I'm trying to elaborate. Right. So that's what I'm saying. To make it simple, right? All my tattoos, black and white. If you're the nice and nice girl, whatever you came to be, a religious, spiritual, atheist, good person, but overall, you know you want to give love to the universe. And whoever you be with, you will give your all. I know you will. You're the whole version of yourself. But what is your flaw? You're too empathetic. You're too nice. You're too gullible. You're too naive. You call it people pleasers. Because you want to, in your head, you believe you're a fixer, change, savior. The downfall is this. No, okay, nothing's wrong with that if you match energy with people that are empathetic, nice people like you. But if you want to go do opposites attract, because these boys and girls, people are narcissistic, these bad girl, fuck girls, they can act nice, be narcissistic. They can't be nice, be empathetic, because they don't know how to do that. They'll sell you a dream. And the downfall of these bad girl, fuck girls is they're too narcissistic, right? Their flaw is this: they're too narcissistic on my tattoos, too egotistic, too mean, too prideful, too greedy. They're called destroyers. They sold you a dream. And the downfall is when you overlove in our heads, whoever laid down with, TOC says of course, we exchange energy. I will give my, all I see is them, like the downfall you gave it to the wrong person. And the religious talk, spiritual talk, on my tattoos, you will pray but help manifest that one day, if that could be fucking years, babies to be, that magically, higher source will wake them up and they'll love you like you love them. That's why they stay for too long. Not knowing, because respectfully, nothing wrong with higher source. But I say this all the time on my tattoos, the easiest people to destroy in all the universe is who? Everyone that's too codependent of being a good person, a religious person, a spiritual person, an atheist person. I know you're a beautiful individual. Your energy is phenomenal. I know you would give your all. But if you go do opposite track, you're going to destroy yourself. Not knowing, you will self-sabotage your relationship. And you'll be by their side for years, babies. I know that I was you. And the triggering subject, higher source, whatever you believe, can't, zero, cannot do it for you. But let me elaborate why. Because he gave everybody free on choice. Higher source, keep it simple, God, right? He wants you to leave, but will you leave? Buddha wants you to stop stressing, but will you stop stressing? Allah, Muhammad, they want you to stop being a zombie and addict in addition, but will you stop being a zombie and addict in addition? The universe, they want you to start the healing journey, but will you start the healing journey? Higher source beings, raw communication, raw messengers. Nobody has to comprehend nobody. If you want to give your all, and I say respectfully, I'm always a Catholic. If you really believe that higher source can do it for you, look at all your fucking toxic family and friends, and they're older than you, and they're the same thing you, religious, spiritual, Buddhist, doesn't matter the category. They're older than you, and they're still getting destroyed. Your future's in front of your face. Go become them. Then what? And when you figure it out, like, oh shit, no, I got free one choice. The door's right there. I can leave, you can leave. Why are you staying there? And respectfully, it's harder when you have kids, because now we try to do co-parenting. It's hard with kids. It really is. But, religion itself is toxic. It can be. It's on the beings. Once again, religion, which I preach about, like me, you see with tattoos, right? If you want to vibe with religion, be, Christian, Jehovah, whatever, go to TikTok, go to YouTube, type in the Johnny Chang. I can play some clips of him. He's a beast, and he lived a life. If you see us together, if both of us not open our mouths, you can assume cosmetically wise, right? Physically wise, that both of us are gang mafiosos, prison tattoos. Like, I'll tell you, like, okay, he lived a life. I didn't. I look like I did. I grew up with it. Lucky I didn't fall to the streets, because I know that was a bad outcome, right? Because I have a bunch of family and friends still involved in that shit. And they're older than I am till this fucking day. And they have family and friends. It's a fucking bloodbath, right? But the cool thing about him, he says, I'm just a follower of Christ. He's all, he says the same thing I do, right? And I say respectfully, like, the Bible, right? Old school terminology, and I say this, the Old Testament, and I say respectfully, like, it's a little rough. Like, God was, like, destroying people. These holy wars, like, go over there, take over the kingdom because they'll listen to me, and kill the men, keep the women and kids, and slaughter all their animals. Like, yeah, I don't know about that. That's too narcissistic. But you go to the New Testament, Jesus, empathetic person, a spiritual person. I can actually vibe with that. And I say respectfully, I don't know the answers to that. I just tell people, hey, if you want to learn religion, go more than the New Testament, vibe with Jesus, because if you, like me, I'm born as a Catholic. I remember this, I read the Bible billions of times. I read it, talked about it, communication. Obviously, I didn't comprehend it, because I was saying this 5 years ago at 39. Private school, Catholic, church. I was reading this, yes, I read it, but I didn't comprehend it. And that's what I'm saying respectfully, like, the Old Testament's a little rough. God's too narcissistic. If God is loving, quote unquote, Why is he murking people? Why isn't telling people, hey, don't listen? Me personally, I don't like that. And I say respectfully, if it's a sin higher source, I'll take the sin. When I kick the bucket, you know, and I talk to him, hey, like, now that I'm here, let's talk about it. Like, blow my mind. Why you know, did someone twist the words? Because, you know, if, you know, Jesus, part of you, whatever, that's cool. Nothing against that. I can vibe with them. He's more loving, compassionate. You know, the Old Testament, if that was what you really did, like, and I say respectfully, you know, it's a good subject, triggering subject. You know, but me as a being, you don't comprehend this. I know why on the overall, because remember this, the pyramid, everything's a pyramid scheme. Everything in life. You want to open a business, you're at the top of the pyramid. You're the owner of the business. Then you get employees, and so on and so on. So you're on the very top. So scenario, God higher source. God's in the very top. So for the most part, overall, everyone's got parents. You have, you know, people to guide and forewarn you. Respect when I say this. Once again, I don't know. I use the word idea and faith. Let's say it gets to the point, like, yo, like, I did my, you know, psychedelics, and I was like, initially against, like, a little bitter with God. Like, hey, like, if you're the all-knowing, why did everyone suffer? And once again, after my you know, shrooms, you know, experience, now I was like, oh, higher source, he didn't have parents. Think about it. If you're an orphan, right, a kid, and you have no caregivers, be like, you know, what's that movie with the Jungle Book? I believe I'm seeing it right. You know, the guys in the jungle, the animals raised them, so animals raised them. No words, no conversations, right? So you have no one to guide you. So let's say you're a being, you have all this power in the universe, you can destroy and do whatever. Like, oops, my bad. Like from Noah's Ark. And I say respectfully, the Bible talk. You have the religious now, it's a story, right? Take it how you want to take it, but if higher source is all knowing, and he felt guilty about it. That's how I'm a tattoo, like this on Noah's Ark, a little rainbow. My kids are, oh, Dad, is that for like, you know, gay pride? Like, respectfully, no, it's part of the Bible. It's Noah's Ark. Why? Because this is probably a different conversation for you, but that's when God felt guilty. That's when he made a vow. He made, what to say, it's like he made a covenant, which means promise to the. Don't correct me on this. Like, don't quote me for this part of the terminology. Like, to you beings, to you humans. I don't. If I have to Google it, right? We when I say that, I don't really like memorize all the words, but keep it simple. I may come into myself and to you beings, and for both of us. And look, when you look in the sky and you say bow, a rainbow, that's a covenant for both of us, for myself and you beings. I will not ever intervene. He could do it again. He could do it tomorrow. But respect and say this, and I say this in the utmost respect. So if higher source did what he did for Noah's Ark to wipe all the bad people, quote unquote, why the fuck are we still fucking up to this day? Make this shit make sense. But why? Everyone has narcissist traits. Everyone has narcissist traits. That's when you read the Bible and just like, you know, like, you know, now with social media, like you saw the, I don't know if you saw the podcast with Cam Newton. He's like, oh, in the Bible, because a lot of these boys have, not men, piety, and ego, too narcissistic. Well, in the Bible, King David had like 10,000 wives and like whatever, like 3,000 concubine. Don't quote me in the word, I think like concubine, whatever. Basically means side chicks. And he was all knowing, powerful. And yeah, he was Bible talk, but his life ended because of lust. You know, he messed up and he believed he was his own guy. I'm all knowing. God help me, I help God. Yeah, but look what you're doing. According to Bible talk, he never offered, you know, polygamy, all these options. It was just monogamy. A and B. Jade and Will Smith, our generations, Adam and Eve, 2 people. But once again, nowadays it's your free one choice to be in monogamy, A and B, or poly open, friend affairs, fuck buddy situationships. Nowadays, your friends, whatever term you want to use. But as long as they fucking won, you keep it 1,000 round real. Hey, I try monogamy. My eyes are bigger than my mouth. I always fought to lust. I can't. I try. You know. And then let's see. She insists. No, but we can drove. I go. I'm letting you know. I've tried it. It does not work in my favor. I try to control my lust, but I can't. You know. I have no self will. But I do poly open. You know. I don't do that. Then we stay friends and associates. Keep platonic, no passing boundaries. But we can try. Like, I'm letting you know. So I tell scenario the time the potential to be. Give you those scenarios. Like, okay, I told you respectfully, like, I see future and positive, my energy. You have a lot of healing to do. I know I'm going to trigger you. You really want to get involved with me? Okay. But I'll remind you, you're not going to hurt my feelings. You don't got to talk to. You can run like Forrest Gump, but I preach about go through that door. What? You don't have to look back. I promise you, Queen, you won't hurt my feelings. What? You can ghost me. It does not. I don't need you in my life. I want you in my life. A zillion queens in the universe. Why would this is about you? I already knew it was gonna fail. And it was not about being right. It's a forewarning, right? Because I was taught this energy. I see future in a positive manner. And that's what I tell people all the time. Don't have to comprehend nobody. You know? And I say all these conversations, because I get going, I have to go to Seattle tomorrow. You know, respectfully. You don't have to comprehend anything I just told you. You can all call me crazy. Respectfully, I don't care. Because the only person I need, chase, compete, submit, and need validation was who? The person mirror myself. Because if you don't got you, then who got you? Higher source, cool. Spiritual universe. What about physical beings? What? Any of them could leave. I'm going to tell my back, right? Before I get out of here. It's in a state to... Once again, fear in a positive manner. AK forewarning. Did you know anyone could leave? Anyone can ghost. Anyone can cheat. Anyone can break up with you. Anyone can divorce you. Whenever they want to. That is their choice and free will. When they do, and which they shall, how will you react? How will you respond? Or do you live fear and scared of that? And that little saying, because my last potential to be, once again, not even my girlfriend, she taught me that. She's like, you know, like when you say like forever, last time, but that's not factual. Like you said the word factual. Like what do you mean by that? Elaborate. Because one day I can get up and leave. So marriage, get married with each other, you know, last dying breath, forever. You know, what's the other one? Grow with each other. I can get up, you can get up. You know? And she asked me, you know, you ready for that? Babe, I tell you day one, you're not even my girlfriend. I don't need you, I want you. You can leave. I asked her the same thing. Well, are you ready for that? She's like, I don't know. She's not ready. But here's the kicker. It's not just one day. No. It's just to get what? One day, no. It'll build up to one day. But that's why it's called red flags. If you was to fall back, start the healing journey, and let go of your ex-exes, okay, my first boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever you're into, there would, because before I get out of here, right? On the overall, we collect red flags. We don't observe green flags. We don't collect enough green flags. How so? Let me elaborate. Let's say my first girlfriend, she's jealous. Let's keep it simple. She's jealous. My second girlfriend, she's jealous and controlling. My third girlfriend, so on and so on. So we're collecting red flags. When you fall back, start the healing journey, you let go of your ex-exes, observing what was the red flags of all my exes. What did I not like about them? What was the boundary that they passed? Now that I'm learning the terminology of boundaries. It's because the day you comprehend them, when you observe the potential to be, or friendships, hey, like, I don't deal with that. I don't like that. My ex did that. I'm trying to work on myself. You know, you don't, and you let them, you can verbalize, just let you know, I'm verbalizing my boundaries. You don't have to respect them. If you don't, this is my life. I'm just letting you know, I'll get up and leave. I can ghost you. What? Just because of that? Because of the triggers. I'm just trying to work on myself. If you let respect me as a friendship or a partnership, you should respect me best as possible. But you don't have to. I'm just letting you, if you don't, I'm going to get up and leave. Just because of that. It's my life. That's everybody. It's your life every which way. Do what makes you... Be selfish in a positive manner. We're taught being selfish, it's wrong, it's a sin. The fuck it is. It's not Jesus time respectfully. It's 2025 times. If you don't got you, then got you. Anyone could leave as a forewarning. And now you're all alone. Now what are you choosing? What are you doing? Look for another relationship, another friendship, body up in the whole face. Every which way, you know. And I say that respectfully. But guys, I have to get going. Love you guys. Stay fresh. Have a good night. Have a good morning. And I'll be on maybe Friday. I don't know, potentially. Now, sometime this weekend or next week. I don't really like. I have a schedule. I'll just jump on. We try to respect my boundaries of no more than 2 hours. Right now, I'm 2 hours and 33 minutes in. Eventually, because I'm only one person, I'll start posting. Maybe starting next week. I gotta make more time to do it, but I'm on Spotify, then my YouTube. You know, start posting these live sessions. And, you know, start promoting myself, you know, because I got 5 years of material. I got thousands of hours. I don't have to be here at all. Whenever I want to, I can stop doing this, but I made it about the universe, and I won't stop doing this. And so all these platforms find out who the fuck I am, and they shut me down. The idea by then, you can still find me on YouTube and Spotify, right? But these platforms, hey, guess what? Because once again, positive conversations doesn't make money. We're educators, blue pillars, entertainers. They're the main app, TikTok. Go on TikTok, live platform. They're live sessions. Man versus woman, black versus white, Jesus versus Buddha. All entertainers. And they all claim to be good people, religious people, spiritual people, atheist people, but in the box, in the comments, at each other's fucking throats, doing threats to each other. And they got families, and they love God, higher source. Like, really? and y'all beefing behind a cell phone on one platform, you have a lot of healing to do. You can say healing journey. I'm like, I guess your healing journey and my healing journey are different because I'm not trying to hurt people, and you are. That was not your intent, but you know how to put your pride and ego away. So if you're verbally beating people up behind the screen, imagine your partner's at home and your physical four walls. They're your mental four walls. You know, respectfully. So, but love you guys. Have a blessed night. Take care. Be safe. Remember, this is my motto to the universe. I'm always your pocket 24/7, 365. Please don't ever feel alone. You know, ever. You can reach out. However you have this conversation, I respect your boundaries. DMs, audio chat, video chat, Zoom, whatever you want to do, whatever's functional and good for you. And then what I was taught fucking years ago, this is back in like 2001. My buddy Mark, you know, older guy, you know, he's probably, I'm assuming, like 15, 18 years older than I am. He taught me that who's the best people to talk to in the whole universe? And that's your reaction? Family and friends. And he's like, that's incorrect. He's all, just to let you know, you don't have to comprehend this. Like, in this lifetime, you might have 1, 2, maybe 3 real good friends. They don't have to, you know, let's say, 'cause we all got our lives, we all have financial struggles. But even though they don't have the money for you to help you out, they'll help you out, and they'll be emotionally and spiritually, they'll be by your side. They'll pick you up when you're down. They will not give up on you. You know? I was like, what? So the best people to talk to who? Nobody's. I was like, nobody's. I remember I barely met him. This 2000, barely met him. I was like, what do you mean about what's nobody's? Why do we talk to each other like best friends, like we know each other? I barely know you for 2 weeks. I didn't grow up with you. I'm older than you. I don't know anything about you. So when we talk to nobody's, it's the present today. What do you mean? I don't know your past. You don't know my past. What? I cannot bring either or. If you want to be vulnerable and talk about it, we can. But the idea is that I don't bring your past to present. We bump heads and then we bring past to present. That's what we shut down. I'm like, then was Japanese to me. Like, what? That's why I tell people time, if nobody's gonna hurt you, you have a lot of healing to do. And the cool thing about talking to nobody's, I don't know your past. We talk about today, then out of the present. If you want to elaborate about your past, we can. But to forewarn you, people could hurt you, especially your family, friends, especially your partners, because that was not their intent to hurt you. But that conversation triggers them, and they become triggered. The devil comes out, and now whatever you told them, whatever you went through, they fucking make a post. And once they post, they can delete it. But guess what? Someone saw it. They screenshot the shit. It's on the web. Sorry. Just for the universe. Sorries don't fix shit. Especially if you do the exact same thing over and over again. Insanity. You're not sorry. Because if you were sorry, I love you. You love them so much that you're destroying them. You love them so much that you keep doing the exact same thing. Make that shit make sense? No. That's called toxic love. Love can't hurt. Highly impossible. Love is freer than water. Toxic lovers, you don't want toxic love. But once again, none of you have to comprehend that. You got your beliefs and your ways, your universe. I got my beliefs. My ways, my universe. But I'm just here to tell stories. That's it. To guide and forewarn you. Just to plant seeds. Anyone, be positive conversations or negative conversations, everybody in the universe plants seeds. As they being there, hearing this, you're watching this, whatever it is, right? What are you going to do with the seed? Water it to grow and learn from it? To research it, or just let it die? You can, here's the tip for one, you can let it die. Whenever you want to start the healing journey down the road, it's not ever too late. But I will say this, because you'll say this when you're older. I wish I was younger. You know, I wish if my parents, I wish did not exist. If does not exist, it's been written. But the cool thing is, you can go a live podcast. I tell everybody do a podcast. Pay for it to the universe. Nobody else to comprehend you, but I'll tell you, one person. That's all it takes. I've been doing this for 5 years of my life. I'll do this to my last damn breath, and once again, until they shut this platform down. But I'm here just to hold you and guide you. I can't face and save you at all. Physically, yes, I can. Emotionally, spiritually, no, I can't. Not even higher source, because that is your healing journey. Those are your feelings. You gotta do comprehension. You gotta let go. You don't have to. You should want to. I'm not here to. I'll trigger you in a positive manner. But that's it. I go on my day. I'm about to have this live sessions. No more insomnia. You get on the live session. You can go to the next live. You can maybe now you still have insomnia. Now you still sound depressed. But the cool thing is, real support teams. You can reach out to nobody. But whenever you don't have to. But once again, this is for you guys, not for myself. I'm blessed. I love the universe. I comprehend everybody with feelings. This is nothing for me. Respectfully, no bragging rights. I'm not better than nobody at all. Just like Buddha, 2,500 years. He got his life back at 35. This lifetime, I got my life back at 39. I pray to God Use the word idea and faith. There is afterlife. There is reincarnation. I pray to God in the next lifetime, I'll be younger. I'll be like 9 years old, saying all this bullshit, knowing all this bullshit, and I won't suffer hard. I won't learn the hard way. Maybe till 9 years old. After that, breakups, divorces, empath, narcissists, all these tattoos. I'm blessed, you know. But I don't know that. I don't know that. I just know what I know today, the now, the present. So I love you guys. Big Squad, take care, be safe, have a good day, be safe, ciao, ciao. Nike Squad, love you guys, take care, be safe. Both my Facebooks, love you guys, take care, be safe. IG, love you guys, take care, be safe. Clubhouse, love you guys, take care, be safe. Element TikTok, love you guys, take care, be safe. Thank you for being here. Ciao, ciao. And then Twitch, love you guys, take care, be safe.